because it did the which thing.
Can you track viewers as they're viewing?
Oh, this is just it's gonna watch. It'll cycle through the.
Oh, it's just a screen holder?
This one cycles through the network logos.
STC, baby.
And then we have like our straight up logo there.
Kingz relationship.
Where?
There we go.
Hear ye, make way for the Kingz. The Kingz are here.
You think the bitches are great because you're fucking seasonal, nigga? You can't be seasonal! Niggas got this shit's 24 hours a day!
Kingz. You're listening to the Kingz Podcast with your hosts, Karizmatik, Irish O'Neal, and Moush.
Welcome to another installment of the Kingz Podcast. I am your boy Karizmatik, and Moush is late. That's supposed to be my MO. I'm the black guy here. All right, Ani, slacking. She won't be here later.
Well, Armenians are the blacks of Europe, so to speak.
Yeah, I agree.
You have to laugh at that, or I seem racist. What's up, guys? It's Irish O'Neal. How you doing?
Need to take care of some things first.
Yeah, we're joined today by the amazing and hilarious Tyler Swain.
Hey,
big
what's
boy.
up, friends? How are you?
Pretty good. We're we're waiting on our fucking producer, Miss Ani, but we don't give a shit. We'll get started with the boys here and stuff.
Just broing out.
Broing out,
I like
guys.
that.
That's what it's out. We don't need bitches. This is the thing I try and teach all guys. You don't need bitches.
I try to teach them that too.
And this is the thing, right? Is I told Karizmatik before. It's most guys, they grow up and we all think for a long period of time pussy's the most important thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you start making money and you're like, oh, this is more important. And so it's I find if I ever find whenever I find that pussy's distracting me, I have to cut it out. When it's distracting me from making money, it's it can never come before money. You can't ever let it come before your business decisions.
And then you discover blacking out and playing video games.
It's awesome,
and you're
right?
like, oh, money doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, you're like
Neither does pussy apparently either. We
You're
in video games? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, you're like you need to be better than blacking out in video games for me to fuck with you.
So Tyler, you told us about a funny ass event last night. You were playing video games, and what happened?
A woman from a dating app wanted to come over, and I said no, thank you, because I was in the middle of Super Mario Brothers 3.
Now, was this at booty call hours?
Yeah, I guess you can say it was 11. I was in bed early last night because I'm doing a dry February.
For reference, I consider anything after 8 p.m. that's to the effect of want to come over or hang out. I automatically just go to this has got to be fucked. Now I don't my brain goes to that. I try to confirm it through at least 2 more messages before I jump immediately to that conclusion. But it's let's be real. It's even the lady that shall not be named from the from the past. My friend Laura was watching that episode and she was like, yeah, what does this bitch not get? If you hit a guy up at that hour, it's to fuck.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, it's especially you that you said several times that guys and girls can't be friends. I mean, I am winning that fight with you.
You are winning that fight.
Who's on
right
what side? I'm sorry to rehash all the arguments.
I believe guys and girls can be friends.
I also agree,
and thank you. And he believed that they couldn't, but he's coming around now. He has to.
I think this is where I'll clarify about it, because you are winning that argument, but I still put in the caveat. I don't think they can be friends if fucking is on the table.
I do think so.
What do you mean on the table?
So
if it's an option or if they have fuck?
Because I always make this point to female. Oh, and this will be. Oh, you know what? This is a great King story time, right? Okay, hang on.
Oh, let's do it.
Oh, we got drops.
Oh, bro, we got drops. We got drops.
King's story time. So I went out with a.
That's a really cool drop.
Thank you. Nobody appreciates our drops,
Yeah. I put in the work for these drops.
You really
damn it.
did.
I went to a goth club the other night with a chick that I've known for a while, and one of her coworkers was there, and it was so funny to me because
What's a goth club?
you know what goth kids are?
Yeah.
So basically,
sad people that
yeah.
you got themselves and listen to
imagine going in
Green Day.
and everyone's dressed like that, but they're bumping industrial dark wave music and shit.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So just really dark sounding club music. Just really
See, I just walk in there and I'm like, everybody's sad. Everybody just needs dick.
Yeah.
I need everybody just needs dick in their life.
Goths
I know.
fuck, dude.
Of course, someone that depressed, they need to fuck.
I mean, I told you literally the night of the nightmare orgy that failed. I got out of an Uber with my big fucking furry coat on, lean up against announced the place, lit a joint, and 2 seconds later, a chick walked up in a furry coat and starts chatting with me, and I was like, oh, it's too easy. It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
But Irish for you, it's often too easy.
Yeah,
I
don't
say,
understand
but
it.
like,
It's really like stupid.
bro.
I wish I had a furry coat.
Oh, dude, it makes
Just to wear.
It's the game you feel like. There's the power you feel wearing that coat is like.
Yeah.
Oh, it's stunning.
If I saw both of you guys in a furry jacket, I would think there was some type of video shoot going on. With like,
we're the sick, hot new tag team wrestling team.
the new DX. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so I'm at this club, right? And
DX.
and she was like, "Oh yeah, one of my coworkers is meeting us there or whatever." And coworker dude's like just this, like average, super nerdy looking dude. Like if we're being honest, scale 1 to 10, he's probably chilling around like the 4 region. Like not a great looking dude, but you can tell he's like into nerdy shit and everything. And we were hanging out for about an hour, and then I turned to my friend and I was like, "So this is your coworker friend and everything?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I go, "Yeah, he definitely wants to fuck you."
Wow.
And she's like, "What are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Really? You don't see it?" And I had to explain to her like. I'm like, why would your coworker, who definitely isn't like you look at him, you're like, okay, this is not your normal scene or anything. Like, why did you come out? And then this is where the story time comes. Person hit me up yesterday, and they're like, yeah, so you were right, because person hit them up being like, hey, so can I take you out on Friday night, like kind of thing and everything. They're like, well, no, because I don't shit where I eat, kind of thing. So you're not my type. But it was like, that's what I mean by that, because I tell my if you want to call them female friends or just female listeners all the time, I tell them like. How sure are you that your guy friends are really your guy friends? Because, and maybe that's where I'll amend it. Maybe it's just from that direction. Because I think girls can be friends with guys, but guys, I think because and you disagree with this, but I think because guys always have fuck on the table for us, like we're like you know what I mean. I'll tell girls, I'll go if you have a good guy friend, right? That's just your friend. I go, then if he's just your friend, you should be able to call him up at like 8 p.m. at night and go, hey, Tim. I want you to come over. We should fuck. And then they should go, no, we shouldn't because that'll hurt the friendship.
I completely disagree with that statement altogether. I mean, I've had friends in the past that call up at that time. They're like, yo, we should fuck. And the next morning we got work. You know what I'm saying? Like, not a big deal for everybody. Really not a big deal for anybody.
But see,
one friend knows that one is willing to give dick and the other one knows that they're ready to take dick. And that's it.
See, I guess what I'm saying is like from the guy to the girl perspective, I don't really view that. And you're obviously a special case, but I don't really view that as being like friendship because it's like you're so down to just like because so many guys do just like play the whole like let me friendship my way into your pussy kind of thing.
See, my thing is that all right, I'm a guy that's always DTF. I'm just always down to fuck.
Yeah.
Are there other guys that are always down to fuck? Yes, but still can appreciate the person.
But
yes.
Here's the difference.
You should
though.
meet up with those other guys that are always down to fuck.
Here's the
Why?
difference.
Then they're gonna start creeping on my crowd.
But you let them know
No,
up
I'm saying
front.
fuck them.
I don't want to fuck them.
Okay,
if there were girls out like that, I want to fuck them.
This is it, right? This is the distinction. You let the chicks
Too
know up
scruffy.
front though that like you're always down to fuck. These guys, they that stays hidden until the like fuck conversation happens after they establish like we're just friends.
Hold on.
So it's like a dishonest.
We gonna pause.
Well,
for a second.
Hi.
You want to get situated real quick? Yeah,
Hello,
Hi.
welcome.
Tyler.
Ani.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Hi guys. Sorry I'm a little late.
Got the female perspective finally.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Where do you lie on this
What are we talking about?
guys and girls can't be friends thing?
I think they can.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I haven't heard a woman that disagrees yet with it.
I
with
have
that fact.
Girls can be
many
friends
guy
with guys,
friends.
but
Yeah,
Easily.
well, I have
They have
many,
brothers.
I have a lot of girlfriends.
But I don't
Me too.
think I
Yeah.
think
Would you fuck some of them?
no.
No, I definitely would fuck some of them. I just
What,
wouldn't fuck,
some of my girlfriends?
I'm not, well, I don't know yours particularly.
some of my
cute?
guy
Are they
friends
cute?
I have fucked.
Yeah,
There you go.
Okay,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's where the line's like a little
See,
skewed,
and
right?
that makes it even better. She fucked them and they're still there, and nothing has happened. So are they hoping
Yeah,
on a
but you have,
relationship
to,
now?
you have to establish something at the beginning.
That it's like just a
It's
fuck.
just fuck.
No, like if we're friends and then we're gonna hook up, like you need to like make boundaries.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
See,
you
and
establish,
that's
just-
where I'm saying is so like Karizmatik's different because Karizmatik will let you know up front, like, hey, we're friends, but I'm always down to fuck. I'm saying that these guys that I'm saying aren't really friends. They go like, no, we're just friends, and then maybe a year into like you guys are just friends, they go like, so listen, we should fuck, and it's like, okay, well, like, was that always the goal along? Like, you know what I mean? Because
See, my thing is this: for most like men and women, you like you have the parts, you can fuck. So the next thing that takes it's just attraction. So like, how many people that you interact with that you're not attracted to?
A good number.
A good number?
About
Okay,
100%.
how many people do that? Wow,
Upwards
damn,
of
bro, that's
100%
sad.
of
That is
people. Yeah,
sad,
yeah.
bro. You don't think I'm cute?
I'll go.
You don't think I'm cute?
Come on, you asshole.
99%. You three are gorgeous.
He reneged real fast on that one.
Besides you three, I wouldn't fuck anyone. This is the first time I've ever been aroused in my whole life.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. We are the most fuckable podcast in Boston.
Is that official?
That's-
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
making it
that's
official.
All right, yeah.
People can challenge us for that, right? We're
Yup.
the most fuckable
Yup.
crew in Boston.
Yep, ain't got the most dick game in Boston.
Yes, we
Here,
do.
here.
One second. I wanted to do
Okay.
that too.
I don't know if I should
To the-
cheers
to the
that, but I'm
dick
going
game?
to.
You're late. You gotta cheers in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes, 5 minutes from now on, he's just fucking.
She's like, cheers.
All right, someone to catch me up.
But yeah, no.
that's all we've
Yeah,
done.
we just kind of
Yeah.
talk about
Okay,
that. But yeah,
that's it.
because I guess mainly my point about it is just that like, okay, I'll agree with you. They can be friends, but it's got to be predicated on what the established honesty is up front. Because I find it hard to call them a friend if they were like the whole time they were really just friendship.
But
their way
also,
into
I
pussy.
don't establish that with every single one of my guy friends.
For
like,
sure.
Yeah, of course
you know what
you're
I
never
mean?
gonna
Like,
be every
there's
single one.
plenty of guy friends that I just know that we're never gonna fuck. And
Right,
that's
right.
that's my friend.
There have been many women is like, yo, look, the reason I'm approaching you because you're absolutely fuckable. But who are you as a person? You know what I mean? Like that's genuinely my energy. Like, damn, you're fucking hot. Like I would fuck the shit out of you. But like, what interests you? You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally the way I go. No, like
Women say
is,
that.
is it not?
Is
Is
that
it?
what you're
Is it? You've interacted with me. Is it not?
But
see, if
very
if-
honest.
Yeah.
If every guy was, I would agree with you wholeheartedly if every guy approached it how you approach it.
No, but do you know how annoying that would be for females? If every single person that approached them,
It wouldn't be unique anymore.
it would be so exhausting.
What if just every guy wanted to fuck you?
Every guy does.
No,
Which
like
they already do.
if every person that came up to you that wanted to be your friend or not was like, listen, I would fuck you, but can we be friends also?
Yeah,
Like,
if it was like all formal and written.
no,
out,
like
so.
you
I mean,
don't
it-
do
it-
that.
it would-
It takes away the
Don't do
majesty
that.
of the hunt.
It would definitely get old, but knowing the person's intentions up front, it takes a lot of the work out of the game because now you know, like,
yeah, but I don't do
But
that
the-
with every single one of
no,
my
definitely
friends.
not every single one. Not every single one do you want to fuck.
Right.
Yeah,
but
so it
and
can
even
happen
if
like
it wasn't
that.
a fuck thing, wouldn't you rather know that up front so you can go like, okay, well, I'm not gonna want to fuck you, so are you cool with just being friends? And then you guys have the choice there to like, well, do we want to explore that all? Or
I
like,
guess,
no, I
are
don't
we
wanna-
having the conversation because there's like a question,
No, you're
No, I
like
think we're just
between
discussing.
like male and female, like whether or not you know if they're friends or not, or just in general.
No, I think we're just in general.
Oh,
having
okay.
a
I'm just,
conversation,
alright,
right? Yeah.
alright. Just
No,
wanna
but
make
the
sure
mo-
I'm not missing anything.
The most important, like the fun part, is the game of it all. So I don't know why you.
For some people, I don't like the game.
Yeah, that's
I don't like the
that's
cat
the
and
only
mouse.
thing I enjoy. I don't like the ending of it.
See, mine was that like growing up, nothing was clear cut for me. I was always the ugly kid, so I never knew what I was getting if I was ever
Who
getting
said
some.
that to you? I'll fucking kill them. You know that.
Bro, you're gonna have to beat up all the white kids in Seven Hill.
Oh, I was gonna anyway.
All right, cool. Like,
He's like, what do you think my 3 o'clock is? Pulls the gun out.
Yeah. About to go. I can't.
did we just meet another mass shooter?
But for the black man,
You know, like
Yeah, I'm gonna baffle the woke culture.
they're like, he killed white people who
In the
were
name of a
mean,
black man.
but
Yeah.
used a gun. I don't know how to feel about this.
Yeah.
doesn't matter as long as if you hurt any white woman, you're going to jail. Just know that. Just know that.
No,
now.
no, I would never hurt a white woman.
There you can't do that.
Or a
can't.
black woman. I wanted to specify.
They might hurt you.
They'll keep coming through the board. It's
I would never hurt anyone.
like a bear. So I always say bear hunting. You shoot him once, and you're like, oh god, they're still coming.
I wouldn't hurt. Do you guys fight? I would never hurt a man either.
You mean
I
like
can
do I
see-
physically fight
Yeah,
people?
yeah.
I try not to let myself get to that level
Yeah, I never have.
because if you get me to that level, I have to be restrained. Like once it takes a lot to get me to the point where I will actually put hands on you. And once I get to that, like my buddy Max, you've met. There's one time ever he said something to me that really like crossed a fucking line, and a friend had to literally restrain me because I
What'd he
just
say?
started going at him. Oh, he was like, "You're a piece of shit, just like your family," which I knew he didn't. Which he's met my family. I know he didn't mean that, so he was specifically saying that to try and get me pissed off. And then I was like, "It's on," and I just started going at him. Someone, literally, my other friend just snatched me last
that
minute.
like
and,
that got at me.
You're better. You're
That
better
got
than
at
me.
me.
You're better than me. Do you know what I would have done?
No, I was at the top of the stairs. He used to live here. He was at the bottom of the stairs, and I got right to the top of the steps, and he said that, and then I turned around and I literally like jumped to go down the stairs, and my friend like grabbed me by the fucking back of the collar and pushed me into this room, and then like 10 seconds later, he came up like super like, "I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to say," because he heard me yell. Once I let a yell out, he was like, "Oh god, this is gonna be bad." Because it was
His
a
war cry?
Like you've never heard. No one's ever. It's very rare you hear me
His
get
Viking
like, as
cry?
loud as I got.
It's like basically.
Yeah, it was very like
Either,
guttural and loud.
either that or he was sitting there like DBZ charging up.
God damn.
Yeah.
That was very geeky of
So
me.
I
But
don't
anyways.
like to get to that place. Personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I also try not to let
I would
people
have
have that
found his
power.
phone number and like just trolled him probably from like a fake number for like
See?
probably
That's
a year
adequate.
and a half.
That's
got his
adequate.
email,
Do you
signed
know
him up
how
for a bunch
fun
of
that
things.
is?
It's my favorite thing to do.
That's so fucking fun.
It's
Hey,
do you
that's-
have like
that's
a
awesome.
fake number app
That's
or
awesome.
anything?
no, but I should
I'll
get
show you,
one.
yeah,
Oh my god, yes.
It's very there's a few good
The
ones.
best prank call I ever pulled off was there used to be this app where you could make 2 phone numbers call each other.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I would make 2 Chinese
Bluff your
restaurants call each other.
Oh my god.
Hello, China Garden. Hello, Happy Palace.
Yeah.
What would you like to order? What, you'll call here? No, why you keep calling? And I just make them keep
We
calling
did
each other,
like
and they
that.
just get in like fucking just wars over the phone. Like,
Awful.
We did like
That's
a classic version of that when I was in like high school. We had 2 kids that like just broke up, so we called one of them on one phone and another on the other and put it together, and they got in like a huge heated argument. They're like, "No, you called me." it was great.
Oh
The
my
best
God.
prank call I ever pulled off, probably one of them was I called this kid when he was living in college, and I pretended to be like a radio announcer, and I was like, "You won free ticket to the Boston Celtics game," and he was like all pumped up, and he took like this like long code down and went to the registrar's office the next day to like redeem it, and he was like so pumped, he's like posting all over Facebook about it, and then he like posted, he was like, "Whoever called me last night saying I won Celtics tickets, you got me pretty good."
Oh, he was a good sport about it too.
yeah,
Fucking
I would
hell.
be so pissed. I used to do shit like that where I'd pick fights with
Oh
people on
my
the internet that
God.
would be like in an adjacent town's high school or something, and they'd be like, "Well, if you want to settle this," and I would say goofy shit where I'd be like, there was like a toy store called Mystical Toys, like one town over. I'd be like, "Meet me behind Mystical Toys tomorrow at 4, you fucking pussy, and we'll settle it." and it would be the genius thing, because it's like, well, obviously I'm not really gonna show up and fight you behind a toy store, but it's great because it's like they either don't show up and then I get to just call them a pussy, or they do show up and I go, "You're a fucking moron. You actually showed up."
Yeah, what do you shop at Mystical Toys? You fucking loser? Just get pictures of you at
Fucking
Mystical Toys.
pedophile.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm gonna
my
get in a
God.
fist fight with you behind a toy store.
That's a good way to dox a pedophile.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll
That's
fight you at
hilarious.
Mystical Toys.
Hi, I'm Chris Hansen.
Hey, can you have a seat over here, sir?
Yeah, settle this like men, then you can go get
Is
dessert.
this what guys do for fun?
Yeah, what?
We
dox
are
pedophile?
mean.
with
This-
each other. Yeah, we're
This,
mean.
this is what we were talking about the other day. Like, we are inherently
Yeah.
just mean to each other.
It's the typical difference between
I'm not
on
mean.
average guy and girl
You're an
humor. Like
asshole.
guys typically like mean, fucked up stuff.
Yeah.
Women typically like more like witty, clever shit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It may, it,
What?
Yeah, exactly.
In
She said,
terms of,
"Oh,
in terms
yeah,
of
yeah."
comedy.
Clever shit?
Oh,
In terms of comedy, like guys gravitate more towards mean shit, like
Oh, like-
fucking with each other, and women like more
I don't know.
clever.
Even like day-to-day things that we do.
yeah.
Oh, you think that you're more clever? Is
No,
that what
I
you're saying?
like more clever. Well, I think
Like
I'm
what?
No, y'all
clever than
appreciate
these
white
fucks.
Like if
Well,
you showed me a video of like a guy
absolutely.
crossing the street and a car hits him and he does like a crazy flip or whatever, and
I
hits
would
the ground,
die. I would
all of
die
us would start
laughing. I
laughing.
would
Most
laugh
chicks
my
would look at
ass
us like, "You guys are."
I would be
psychopaths."
like, is
Yeah,
he
no.
okay?
Yeah, no, we're like, is the first.
I'd be like, "Yo,
reaction.
did you see the way he rolled when he hit the floor? Like, oh my
I'm
God,
like, yo,
he
throw
bounced.
Throw
He
some
bounced."
Benny Hill behind that shit. It'd be hilarious.
Have you guys ever hit anyone with your cars?
No,
I've
no.
wanted to. I think about it
It's
every
terrifying.
time. I
It's
think about it
okay.
every
I haven't
time.
hit
I
a
come home.
person. Hit another
I'm
thing.
glad. Hitting other things is cool. Person, I heard scares the shit
I
out
don't
of
want to
people,
talk
man.
about that.
Like another animal?
No.
Oh, another thing.
Yeah,
is
what,
what
like
I'm
a telephone pole?
No. Like
saying. Have
a-
you taken life from something with your
No.
vehicle?
Okay.
I'm sure you
No.
have some.
I
ants.
killed a deer once in my car.
No, I
Holy
should have
shit.
gotten way more
Yeah, it
trouble
wasn't
than I
cool.
actually did.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we won't
You,
take
you,
it.
Yeah.
you know you arrived on black time, right? Our producer's
I was
late.
on Armenian time. It's okay.
No, don't worry. We addressed that. We got
Yeah.
you. We
I
got
was
you.
on white guy time.
He was on white guy time.
I showed up at 102 at the wrong house with a coffee.
He was early for being late. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, I'll be there at 1:15. I was here at 1:02. Am I ready to get my podcast on, Mr. Karizmatik? Ready to have a beautiful conversation
Oh man.
about women we all love.
Oh shit.
And real quick, for all you guys out there that think my name's really charismatic, it's Uche. Okay?
That's
Real quick.
that's my favorite question in,
what?
in green room. I've watched so many people in the last week. There was like 2 or 3 that came on like,
Oh
is
my
your
God,
name
yeah.
actually charismatic?
It's
and it's like,
hilarious. It's always a white
yes,
person though.
Yes,
Yeah.
his
It's
parent-
always a
his
white person.
And for those
Yeah.
who think my name's actually Tyler Swain, it's actually Karizmatik. That's actually my birth name. born in fucking.
I was born in the ghetto.
I was born in Kenya. to these two beautiful.
Oh no, our set's falling apart.
Yes, I know how to say. They say it's charismatic.
Yeah, I was getting too
Like
racist.
that's the right way.
My God.
See, I got too racist, and then the sheet fell on me.
That's how
Luckily,
we
it
cancel
wasn't a
you
white
on the
guy.
King's podcast.
Like, quick, he's doing an African thing. Throw the sheet over him.
What? Huh?
Why
Oh
don't we,
hell
yeah.
yeah!
Yeah, why don't we do? Let's do plugs, and then we'll get to the 3 principles and fucking keep going. Karizmatik, what do you got?
Yo, it's your boy Karizmatik. Catch me at Karizmatik IPE on Facebook, Karizmatik_me on Twitter and IG, and you can catch me at Capo on the 24th of February and on the 16th of March, and you can catch me at the Comedy Studio on the 15th and East Boston Comedy on the 1st. Let's fucking rock out! Woo!
Yeah, Tyler Swain, what are you going to plug for the Kingz?
Swain?
I am. I don't know.
That's that white Cosby.
Check out the South Shore Boys with a Z on YouTube. And when are you at Capo?
24th.
I'll be at Capo on the 24th.
Woo!
Oh, baby.
White Cosby.
Good.
Ani Moush, what are you going to plug?
Ani_Moush on Instagram. Check out my Etsy store, by Moush on Etsy, and by_Moush on Instagram. Tonight, what's today, the 9th?
Yeah.
February 9th, I'm going to be at East Boston Comedy at Mavericks in East Boston. And then this Thursday, February 13th, I'll be at Thunderbar hosting my second series of the Extra Basic series.
Yep.
Our second show of the Extra Basic series with Joe Polana. Very excited. So excited about that.
Polana.
Just counting down the days. It's gonna be a great show. Please come out. Be fun. And also check out the Kingz Podcast on Instagram as well. Follow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Producer Dom, I didn't set up a mic for you today, so come here and plug your shit, homie.
Sean Panzini on Facebook, DTP_ZFC on Instagram, and pretty much all that. Family Jewel's going to be getting started filming soon, me and Karizmatik.
Woo woo! Catch me in that series, bro.
Drama comedy.
Yeah. Oh, that's charismatic right
I
there.
didn't get to see it.
I just wanted to dap up. That was really cool.
Yo, catch Family Jewels.
I was flexing that hat.
Oh yes. And please tune into the network.
Yeah, guys. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's Irish O'Neal. Check out the SDC podcast, Shit Talking Cunts, every Sunday. Also, this podcast, Kingz. And we can officially announce that we have joined forces with the great Dab and Aladdin, and we are now part of the Dab Comedy Network.
Yes sir.
Hell yeah, we're going to be rolling out the only shows we've announced so far are Dab and Aladdin's podcast, SDC, Kingz. We're going to be rolling out several more. He's got about 5 he's bringing on. We got a couple more we're bringing on. So lots of big stuff. I believe go to dabcomedy.com, I think is the website. And follow us on Instagram and everything. We got a new call system set up too now, guys. Fucking Dabbin solved our problem. We can take multiple calls now at a time.
Honest to God. Thank you. Shout out.
It's fucking going to be tremendous. So call in with your relationship questions, guys, and we will help you with if you're trying to get pussy, if you're trying to get in a relationship, whatever you need, we will
Trying
fucking
to chat.
Just those
Say
two.
what's up.
Keep a lookout. Your boy K-Matic is dropping 2 more.
Hey.
2 more hot podcasts. Y'all gonna want to keep. Y'all gonna want to catch this. One named Cravings and one we still working on. All right, Cravings. Just think about what that means, yo. That's gonna
You're welcome for that name, by the way.
I'm gonna be on every podcast forever. Don't worry about it. I'll be there.
I mean, it is your podcast, Charismatic. Right?
Yeah. Now when people say Charismatic, I don't know if they're talking to you or me.
That would be honest. That would be hilarious. I can't wait for that. Like,
I'm gonna start going on stage with Charismatic and spell like the right way.
I would love that shit. I would love that
Oh
shit.
my God.
Oh my god.
I really hope you do that at a mic.
That would be
so
amazing,
fucking
bro.
funny.
Oh my god.
Just be the white Charismatic.
I'm so happy.
Spelled the right
I
way.
have thought of so many ideas in my brain just now. We should talk
He
after.
That's a good place to
He
think
is
of
our
ideas,
version of
right?
Whiteface. Like we just bring him on anytime we want to do Whiteface.
What's your Thunderbar show?
It's called Extra Basic.
Yeah.
It's the second time I'm doing it. It's the first time we did it, sort of like a fall theme situation. And this time it's a Valentine's edition.
Oh shit.
So it will be it'll be really fun.
Spicy.
Yeah, we have a lot of good people on that show. We have John Farrell, Tom McDonald, Caitlin Sophia, Shelly Grunberg. Emma Schmidt's on that show.
Oh, I like Emma.
Austin McLeod's on that show.
Oh, he sucks.
Corey Saunders is on that show. apologize if I'm forgetting anyone. Ricardo Perez is on that show. Angela Sawyer's on that show. So it's a lot of good people. Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody come out to Thunder Bar on
Yeah.
13th.
Yes.
Hey.
9 o'clock. See you there.
Yeah, I have a dumb show in Worcester, but I'd go.
That's a very coffee bong right now.
Joe Polana's going to be Cupid. I'm just going to be Dominatrix. It's going to be great.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you're gonna be a
The
dominatrix?
classic Valentine's
What you
Day
gonna be wearing?
combination.
All right, our schedule's just freed up for Thursday.
Yep.
Don't be surprised. That's why I asked for the whip.
Oh, that's why. Oh yeah, I'm still working on that. I have.
Oh,
I got,
oh,
I got
did
like 1 or 2 contacts.
Did
in
you
my
get me that
hand.
G-string I requested?
What?
Did you get me that G-string I requested?
Mine's in the closet.
Yours in the closet? All right, work. Can
I'm
I
not
borrow that?
bullshitting.
Can
I got
borrow
one.
that?
Can I be honest with you?
Of-
My
Duh.
dick and balls like barely fit in it, so yours will not. It will not contain your junk.
Damn,
Like
right.
mine, it's like spilling.
I
out
bet
the
my
sides.
ass cheeks will look great in that shit. Though.
Oh, the ass look great,
Bro.
Are you
Front
going to
side-
show up to Thunder Bar with it? Is that what are you asking?
If you're asking for it, you're
I'm not
asking for it. All right. Like, if you're asking for it, you're asking for it. Don't.
I used to have it because one year I did a Party Boy from Jackass for
Yeah.
Halloween, so I had like the rip away pants and everything.
I would so do that.
Oh, it's tremendous.
See, like being a porn star would have been my utter dream, like literally utter dream. So like being naked in front of others doesn't bother me. But
Yep.
I'm not exactly an exhibitionist. I do like putting on a show though.
Yeah.
I just feel like a dominatrix is a
You're
really good like presentation for a host.
You're into porn.
Definitely,
for
you're
the
in control.
theatrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It already says control. You know?
Just the juxtaposition
you'll
of the two of us together is just already going to be fucking
Do you
hilarious.
fuck Polana on stage?
Yeah, no. She does. That's what she's bringing the dildo for.
Yeah.
Yo, Annie.
He fucks me on stage.
Oh, really? Good.
Annie with a strap on would be scary.
Good work, Joey.
Oh my god. I'm dead.
Yeah, that's funny.
Joey Polana.
Love you, buddy.
Yo, you with a strap on, I think would be fucking scary.
Hilarious.
Who would be bigger, her or the strap on?
That's what I was thinking.
Wait, what was the question?
Did you say what would be bigger, her or the strap on?
That's funny. It'd be funny to use you as a strap on.
You should be a strap on wearing an Ani Moush strap on.
Yo, Annie, honestly,
When we get merch,
Yeah.
when we get merch,
Yo, everybody look out for the Ani Moush strap
I'm
on.
going to go nuts.
Annie
AdamandEve.com.
No one
strap
caught
on,
that.
and it's just gonna be her
got
arm
that.
like this.
I got
Thank
it.
An
you.
Ani Moush strap on is just gonna be her arm like this, and you gotta wear it, and you're just like, ah!
Just a fist-
That's
it's a-
you.
it's a
That's your
fist
thing.
strap on
Your thing would
attachment.
fit. Your thing would fit. Your hand is the perfect. Like your hand's a perfect.
It's pretty good
arrow.
fisting
But-
size.
That's
But the
perfect.
nails will fuck him up.
That's
Yeah,
why you
that's
curl
true.
back.
That'll
You
hurt.
curl back. You
What
fist.
about the
Tuck
thumb?
the thumb under.
Tuck the thumb.
Yeah.
Tuck those nails
You
under
got
there.
perfect fisting
And then
hands.
when you pull out, you just angle it so that.
And then you stick that into a mold, and then we dry the mold, and then we got the
This
fist.
guy already knows how to
Yeah.
do this. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
come on, I know how to make a dildo.
Tyler's an
Come
idea.
on.
Okay, he's one of those idea guys.
I'm a Shark Tank.
One of those arts and
sharks-
crafts fucks. Okay.
I
Yo,
take
we should make this idea and then bring it to Shark Tank.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, listen, I met this girl Ani a few weeks ago. I think we should use her fist as a dildo.
Yeah, hey,
Mark Cuban, how much you ready to invest?
It's like that sounds like my Tuesday morning.
Sharks, have you ever met a person where you saw their hand and was just like, this has to be made into a fisting implement?
This will work
you're
perfectly
calling
with my-
security.
Oh, shit. All right, we'll go over the 3 principles.
Yes.
Guys, as always, we go over 3 principles. These are the 3 principles that we think you need to get these ladies.
We know you need.
First and foremost.
Wait, do girls listen to the show? What if they don't want ladies? What if they want the opposite of ladies?
Men.
Yeah.
Men.
Some girls
You use the
listen
same
to
thing to
this
get men.
show.
Same technique for men? Okay.
Yes. I
Sorry,
confirmed.
I didn't mean to
with
interrupt.
my gay friends
That's
over
a
the
good
weekend.
point.
It's the
Maybe
same
we
exact
should
thing.
rephrase that.
No.
Just-
It's the same exact thing
No.
you work with. Your friend confirmed it, so she confirmed it for lesbians for us.
Yes.
And I've literally had this discussion with about 4 gay guys recently.
Yes.
It's the same shit. People want the same shit. It's like literally you're playing 2 roles.
Yeah, but when you're saying for these, when you want to get these ladies, when you want to get anyone, you want to have these.
If
three
you want to get a
things.
bottom, you want to get like.
right, but you understand the
How about-
target demographic
Yes,
is
yes.
like straight.
Yes.
The 3
To answer the
principles
question.
of taking advantage of a vulnerable person.
Boom! He got
There
it.
we go, okay.
He got it. He got it. Someone that wants to be dick down. This is how to get him. This is basically what.
Literally also the perfect quote to come from White Cosby.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
I feel like I need to have a disclaimer every single time we have this podcast. Go on.
Oh, we good.
3 principles. Let's go.
Shit. Okay, so confidence. You need confidence to get these ladies, guys. It's like a salesman. You got to believe in what you're selling. Okay,
Yeah.
if you don't believe in what you're selling, why the fuck would they buy it? You have to walk up. You have to know that what you're selling works. You got to believe in it. Confidence, top to bottom.
Yep. And when he says believe in what you bought and what you have works, he's not talking your roofies, right? Right, Cosby?
Oh no, that is my form of confidence. Yeah.
I would argue that's the third principle. But
That's his social.
It's the
Yeah.
mysterious fourth principle is roofling. It's the undiscussed fourth principle. It's never been brought up before on the Kingz podcast. But we haven't got there yet. We've only got to number 1, which is of course confidence. Dude, you need if you're gonna slip something in a drink, you need to be confident enough to do that.
He's right. He's
you
right.
can't
I
pussyfoot-
cannot wait to tell my story after this. Go on.
You can't
Go on.
pussyfoot around that idea.
You
You know?
can't. You got to go straight for it. They catch you when you're like,
I
should
took one for
Yeah.
the team last night. But go on.
Oh my God, Karizmatik, take the next one. I need to go take.
Speaking of Rufus.
Use the bathroom. I need to take a breath.
The next is honesty. I
Yeah.
mean, you should find. There's no reason why you can't be
You killed
honest
him.
with these ladies. I mean, you should be able to tell them exactly what you're looking for, and let them be able to choose, even if that loses you that woman in that time. Be utterly honest. Be that stand-up person, and let them know how you're really feeling. That's the way to best get a person, and definitely to keep one. So, and I would say, lastly, would be our social intelligence. And with social intelligence, I'd say you got to be interesting. Find a way to be interesting, funny, interesting, roofies, whatever works for you,
charismatic.
bro. Use that fourth principle, White Cosby.
Yeah, and if all else fails, just dose him.
The fourth principle, roofing. Just play. We only got to
I'm kidding around, obviously.
Yeah.
I said, of course, I would never hurt a woman or a man.
Yeah.
All right, so we just wrap.
What about non-binary people? They're about
Oh
to
yeah,
take
no,
that,
they're
Oh,
gonna
God.
get fucked.
They're getting fucked up. Non-binary. What?
Yeah,
Pick a side, motherfucker.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's
You
what-
can be non-binary. You can be non-alphabetical. I don't give a fuck.
You guys know that pick a side, stupid.
I was just fucking thinking that. I was like, I hope somebody says that.
That's what that's about.
Yeah.
Gets non-binary comics on. He goes, "Come on, just choose.
Come on.
We're not playing the middle anymore."
Oh.
Yeah, Annie, you had a story.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, hit that King story time, baby.
Yeah. So last night I went to a concert, and
What concert?
I went to yeah, I can say this.
Yeah, what'd you
I went to the Tiesto concert last night.
I don't know what that is.
It's like a house DJ,
Oh.
and he's been doing this for many years.
Some Armenian stuff.
I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I like you're like I can say this.
I-
Like, oh, do I want to blow up Tiesto's spot?
Yeah.
No, I-
you know the homie.
No,
Tiesto.
I just don't want to know.
You don't.
I don't
You
know.
don't want to be tracked down.
I don't want people to be in my DMs about this. But anyways, it's fine.
Oh, I heard you're a Tiesto.
So you'd be surprised.
Oh, no, it wouldn't.
No, I just saw people that I know there that I don't want them to. Anyways,
Oh, you want to go?
no.
Oh, what are their names?
Anyways, my story. So me and one of my girlfriends went to this concert. Fine. We had made it up to the front. We were in a spot that we were comfortable, whatever, and she saw someone that she wanted to start talking to. Fine. So me
like a man.
like a man.
Interesting. To
Yeah,
talk to. Okay.
someone that she was interested in
Yeah.
talking to. Fine. So me being the wing woman that I am, just
drifted away.
assisted
assisted.
Here she's here and I'm here.
Yeah.
Enough where I can if she needs assistance, she can grab me.
Okay, yeah.
But far enough away where I'm not
If she
in
goes up
there.
for the kill,
Shit,
you're turning a blind eye.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there was two guys that had come in front of me before all of this that were
Gross.
just
They shouldn't be
being-
doing that. They
they
should
were-
be doing that on their own.
Yeah,
Coming.
do we have a cum
That's
drop?
disgusting. They should come by themselves.
I'm a short person.
hey,
you
I
should
got-
not be coming
Whoa,
in
whoa,
front
whoa.
of me when I can't see the stage, okay?
Hang on, I attacked that low-hanging fruit first, sir.
I mean, you almost beat me to it, but I'm African. I beat you.
I got it out in one word. Gross.
fair. Okay, I'll give you that.
You should get a drop for anytime someone says cum.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't
just
happen that often.
Dom, write it
I don't
down.
mean to.
Yeah.
It should be a
We need it-
dripping
we need a
sound.
Thank
cum
you very
drop.
much.
Oh
Cum
shit!
drop?
Which means
Cum drop.
give me about 5 minutes, and I got you. Hey.
Dad joke.
Yeah.
What
All
did you
so
say?
your story.
What'd you say?
The reason why I'm even telling this story to begin with was because of the way that I got hit on while she was doing whatever
Because
she
you're
was
alone
doing.
at this point.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm I've been drinking, I smoked, whatever, and I'm just paying attention. I'm just having a good
You're
time by
vibing
myself. I'm
out at
vibing out.
Tiesto.
Exactly. I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
And this man that was in front of me that had already blocked my view, that was being a dickhead, already came behind me and was just kind of lingering. I was ignoring him. Fine. He then taps me on the shoulder maybe 20 minutes later and had typed out in his phone, "Do you like Tiesto?" Like in a notes thing.
Wait. Stop.
Yeah.
Pause.
no verbs, no words at all, just typed out in his phone
like as a
and
verb?
shaking
Presented
to me.
Gentlemen. I know you're trying to start a conversation, but
This isn't
no
even the
shit.
end.
She fucking likes Tiesto.
Yeah.
Hey,
No
man.
shit.
I'm
No
not
shit.
even done with the story yet. It gets so much better. It gets so much better.
I just wanted to harp on that. Continue. Like,
Now I'm going to interject
what a
real quick. That I
fucking
think this
Momo.
man is being confident. Number one.
Go ahead.
He has an honest
he's-
approach. He wants to know, does she like Tiesto?
okay, so
And
he's
he-
stupid.
And no one waves a phone. That's intelligent, social intelligence. So I'm going to say that we are supporting
He
this
had the,
man.
he
I
had the
think he was
social
hitting two of
intelligence
the
to not
three.
yell at you during
Yes.
the concert.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
and
You
overtake
guys are right.
Tiesto?
You guys are right.
All right.
Didn't work out this time, but you guys
So
are right.
I'm
You
on
could
the
use it.
predator side right now.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't like.
Can I finish before we analyze it?
Get the cum drop.
God damn.
This
So
So-
I was like, yeah, I'm here. Like,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. He's like, oh, well, you look like you're not really having a good time. And I'm like, I'm fucked up right now. And
And you were
I'm
blocking
and
me from
I'm
half the show.
yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
just hanging out. Like, I'm just trying to watch the show. And he's like, oh, okay. Fine. I thought that was the end of the conversation. He then
no,
No, it
it's
wasn't.
not?
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Welcome to our world.
No, it
Guys,
wasn't.
that's
Women, welcome to our world,
This,
okay?
this is about to be textbook not having social intelligence.
Yeah.
True.
He then types a new note.
He goes back to old reliable.
Do you
I
like-
love this note guy.
He's like, do you like air?
Shaking.
Maybe he's deaf.
What's your name?
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I was like, why? And he's like,
Wait, you said this out? You didn't write a note back?
no.
Balls.
Oh my
And
God.
I was like, why do you want to know my name? And he's like, well, I just thought that you were like, I'm verbatim doing what he did, like the pausing and the not sure.
Okay, right.
I
quote,
just
hit it.
thought you were cute and just wanted to know your name. And,
Confidence out the window.
Honest though.
Yeah, but the confidence, he lost the confidence with
and
the
I was
stutter.
like, but I just
he
told
stuttered?
you
Okay.
that I was fucked up. Don't you think that's a little weird at 1:30 in the morning asking someone who's fucked up what's their name?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And then he was very confused.
Wait.
Ask that
Because
question again?
don't you think that someone who just told you that they were fucked up and that they were just trying to watch the show
Okay.
I mean,
at 1:30 in the morning, I asked him what his intentions were,
There you go.
and he said, well, you're cute, and I just wanted to know your name."
Oh,
and I
that's
was like,
fair.
"Why?"
And
Okay,
he's not,
see,
no, he's not being honest
dishonest.
anymore.
That's
He's
not his
dishonest.
intention.
Yes,
That
not
was
his
not his
It's-
intention.
But it's
I'm
just a
trying
name.
to no, but no, that's. See,
He was like,
that's-
"I'm trying to
that's not
get
what the
to know
intention
you.
is.
You're not trying to get
No,
to
you're
know
not.
me."
At 1:30 in the morning at a concert while I'm fucked up. No, the
No.
intention is to keep the conversation going.
While I'm
so
by
that
myself?
so that we can possibly go fuck.
You're like, listen,
after.
Yeah.
motherfucker, I have a show at Thunder Bar on Thursday. It's with Joe Polano.
Tune into Kingz. We can talk about this.
You want to get to know me?
Call in.
Yeah.
Call into Kingz, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the end of the interaction?
Mostly the interesting part of it. I don't need to finish.
Oh,
the
so you weren't
situation.
roofied?
No.
He was waiting
The
for that
roofie
part.
part of the situation was the guy that my friend was talking to had gone
He roofied
and
her.
got her a drink and
Oh,
came
boy.
back, and it was like an open Truly, and she was
Well,
like,
they have to open at the bar.
yeah,
Okay.
but we weren't. I don't know this person,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So I took one for the team and drank it first, and I was like, give me
Atta
10
girl.
minutes. If I'm fucked up, don't
Yeah.
drink it. And
There you go.
yeah, it was fine.
You're a real hero.
I know.
Just jumping on that roofling
I know.
grenade.
I know.
Women need more
It was fine.
wing
She ended
women
up
like
getting
you.
his number, and then he ended up being someone who wanted to start stand up in DC. He's an improv guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
She hurt Lockered that truly. She hurt Lockered that truly, did she not?
If you don't work that into a bit, you're fucked.
You're you're a roofie grenade jumper? Like,
Yeah,
how-
yeah.
no, that's definitely something.
What up? What's happening?
Rocket Mortgage is trying to call in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rocket, you have to get on our show. You have to sponsor us first. You can't just be calling in all the time like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I took back my number, Rocket.
That is wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I can see the maybe initial interaction with like I'm kind of with you. I could see the initial like note thing. You're at a concert. I don't want to be like drunk dude that's just like,
Yeah.
hey, my name, but like all that annoying shit. But at the same time, like
Shaking to talk to me, though.
the shaking, it's like, all right, you've already blown the. You know what it is? It's like because Patrice was talking about. He's like when I'd say bitch. He's like, you know why I say bitch and women don't like hit me or call. He's like when I started. I'd be like, I'd be arguing with bitch and be like, bitch, and he's like, and then she'd fucking smack me upside the head and be like, I'm gonna call my brother or my family or beat your ass. He's like, because I didn't say it with confidence. He's like, now it's like, hey, bitch,
What's up, bitch?
And they're like, oh, I just think that's in his vernacular. Like that's just what he calls women in his vernacular. It's not a problem.
And that was his point. It's like my me calling you bitch or not is contingent on me feeling like you're not being a bitch.
Yeah.
Like if you're not being a bitch, then I have no reason to call you.
I
bitch.
only call women that are being bitches. Literally, I don't say bitches. I don't say like, oh, these bitches over. No.
And there's a purpose to it. It's establishing the dynamic that like I can call you bitch, and then they go, don't call me bitch, and I go, okay, bitch. Now what? Because now you can all you can really do is get mad or leave.
Yeah.
The two options.
The best part of you're right. There was an ending to that story. I knew that he was going to be pissed.
You're like, oh yeah. Also, I was raped.
I knew he was.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I was roofied.
Yeah, I forgot.
I am sorry. He has now made 2 rape jokes, which have been hilarious. Like,
oh shit!
like,
no.
I'm allowed to make that jokes. That's happened to me before. Anyways,
well, it wouldn't be funny.
sorry.
Obviously,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
it's okay. It's fine. Got over the trauma.
I always
Anyways,
wish someone would try with
I
me.
knew this person was going to be pissed because he then took his drink as I was turning away, swirled it. It got on me, and he was turning to his friend to bitch about me because I just turned him down.
Just rejected him.
But I looked back too quickly, like on purpose, to
yeah.
make sure that he wasn't going to talk shit. And I was like, did you have something to say to me?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and he got, oh my God, he was shaking in his
You know what you
fucking
should have done on
boots,
top
dude.
of that? You being so short, you should have used your powers. You should have walked by his elbow and knocked his drink all over himself.
No, he swirled it out of his cup already.
All of it?
Yes.
Oh.
He swore.
Bitch.
Yeah, fuck you.
Bitch. Like,
Listen, this is an anti.
I'm sorry.
Predatorial
You know what I would have done?
podcast.
I would have gone and bought a new drink and just walked up and been like, just dumped it on. Like,
see,
oh,
that's-
sorry.
that's a waste of money.
You see, thank you.
Yeah.
Y'all are better than me. I would have taken the piss I had already drinking, pulled out my dick, and just unleashed on the motherfucker.
Yeah, you should have pulled your dick out and peed on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, idiot.
it's my fault. I'll
See,
do it
the
next
fist
time.
would have come in handy.
Yeah, you should have fisted him.
Well, like, okay,
Up
actually,
your booty hole.
this is
Hadouken.
this is a good segue into like the next thing that happened later on.
You had more bad shit happen that night.
Oh, this is just part of being a woman. We we stayed at a hotel downtown last night
It must
for
suck
funsies.
to be a woman.
Sometimes
Bro, it's not the.
It's gotta be
it's not fun.
They do run the world with their pussy, but it's not easy.
It's
to
a
get
sad
there.
existence. You ever sat to pee?
So
It's just sad.
Yeah.
Bro, have you ever thought you had to shit?
Shit,
and
and you're
then-
just sitting there to take a pee, and you're just
Oh
like, what
my
is this
Lord.
sad
It's like you
existence? I'm
defeated
from?
yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know how like Super Mario jumps off the edge and he just kind of like falls? That's how you feel.
Oh, yeah, I know all about that, man. That's my whole night last night. It's fucking bombing in Mario. It's way too high. You know what I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted to go into a multi-gender bathroom, like
I love going in
and just squat at the urinal and put my dick between my legs, and just piss there and stare at people.
Piss backwards.
Yeah, no, just tuck my dick and then just pee in the urinal, and then when a woman walks in, be like, "This is what you wanted. This is what you wanted." Yeah, I've always wanted to do that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought that was gonna get horrific. That got hilarious really quickly. Holy shit.
Yeah,
I'm getting this fuck on SDC pronto. Jesus Christ.
oh my God.
this fuck.
Oh.
Me, the white charismatic.
Yo, real talk. He's holding it down. He's holding it down.
I love the art of conversation.
Me too, man. Me too.
It's a
Good
dead art.
shit. Oh man.
Can we?
Who are you?
Yo,
It's all right.
I want to know what. Okay,
I think we interrupted your story.
It's fine. It happens all the time.
It does.
I
As,
just
as a woman, you must be.
I just wait to
constantly-
yell at them
Yeah.
later.
No, but like with the one thing that she doesn't also catch as a woman is that we interrupt each other.
Men?
You do.
Yeah, we just don't give it. Like he interrupts me, I'm just like, all right, fuck you, and I gotta take power back now. You know what I'm saying? Guys is a constant power struggle, and we're used to that. You know what I'm saying? It's
Are you
not that
gonna
I'm
let me
being
talk now?
You see, you have to ask the
Wow.
question. Guys just jump right in and
She's
just keep
Armenian
going, and you
sassy.
start
I
riding,
like
and you
it.
start riding the bike, and you just keep riding the bike.
Will
I'm
you
just playing with
snap
Go
at
ahead.
him?
All the time.
Will you do like a, excuse me, I'm talking?
I don't
Holy
need
shit.
to
Her
do
chicken
that.
head needs a little work, but she gets
Maybe.
there.
I don't need a
Holy
chicken
shit! I
head.
just realized exactly who you look like.
Me?
Yeah.
These nuts.
Shit. Fuck.
Fucking Bert Kreischer.
Oh.
Yeah, he does a
Holy
little bit.
shit,
does
he
a
looks
little
like
bit.
Bert
He does.
Kreischer.
Take his shirt off.
He does.
I'm not.
He does, but don't all white people look alike?
No,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's
I-
racist.
No,
okay?
No, accurate.
Hold up.
Accurate.
Hold up.
Same ancestors. Accurate.
We've got like 3 archetypes.
Yeah. Nerdy white, big and white, scrawny white, like
That's
Yeah.
3. Fuck,
That's
which one
kind
am
of
I?
white. Like,
That's 4.
you're big and white.
Oh, fuck.
Definitely fit that. Scrawny white.
Can we talk about catcalling for a second?
Sure.
Why don't women catcall guys? Yes.
No,
That's
I
also
want to talk
great
about what
question.
happened, and then we can circle back.
It's called hollering at bitches, you nerd.
Yeah. It's called shooting your shot, bitch.
You about to get smacked.
Only white people call it catcalling.
What do you want to talk about catcalling?
Facts.
So as we were walking back to our hotel, my friend and I.
Black people don't even like animals.
Oh,
Do you see them ever have a pet?
Never.
Never. Never.
Oh,
Not
man.
one time.
If it is, it's out the
Not
front
one time.
side.
There's a
I feel like
group
he
of
missed
men far enough away, but we had to pass them. And I hate the fact that my friend had to say this, but she was like, all right, are you ready to get catcalled? Like, we just knew it was going to happen.
Of course.
And I'm like, I hate that that's going to happen. It did. The exchange happened. We kept going. And then one trickled behind us and kept going and said, I did not stop as this person was still talking to me and was like, I have 2 questions for you. And I turned around and was like, what's up? He's like, 1, how are you not cold? And 2, where's the party? And I was like,
Your mama's house.
I said, how do you not know that I'm already cold and the party's over? So, and then he turned around and laughed.
Was it Chris Kinback? Do you know Kinback?
So
I have been approached by Chris Kinback on this street before.
It sounds like a Kinback thing. Yeah.
so
He used to work by me.
I want-
so that actually has happened
I love
before.
Kinback.
I desperately want to make a point right here because
Did you
Women-
give into it?
He got my number on the street.
really?
Yeah,
I'm
he
sure-
did.
no, but what was
he
different-
did.
What was
He's a
different from
smooth
him
guy.
and the?
Huh?
he's a smooth
What was
cat.
different from him and the that guy?
Because
He's
I knew
funny.
Chris.
Oh.
Oh, you knew Chris when he approached you on the street?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I knew who he was.
I thought you
like-
met him on the street.
No.
That's where he's usually lurking.
y'all don't catcall, but y'all, the thing y'all do, we haven't taken the time to come up with a name for.
No, they just
So
call
like
it
you know
sexual
like when
harassment when a black guy
one
does it.
guy approaches a group of women trying to talk to one and y'all just all kind of chime in. Yeah, that's not cool either.
Say that one more time.
Fuck
You
women.
know how like a guy, you know how
What
like,
are you trying to tell me? Go on. Go say it. Sorry.
have you
one
ever
more
seen a guy approach a group of women?
Yeah.
A singular guy.
Yeah.
A singular guy
With the
approach a group
intent
of women.
of he's trying to talk to one of those chicks, not.
What do you guys do?
What's the setting?
Anywhere.
Anywhere?
Anywhere USA.
Oh, grill him.
Oh, why? I'm not talking
I
to the
don't
rest of y'all.
know.
Okay, yeah, so we all have cultural
Well, I
things
mean,
that are annoying
here's
to each other.
the thing. Well, okay, I'll
Like
tell
like
you. There
real-
is a reason.
realize,
There is
like,
a reason.
If a chick walked up to him and we were out, like I wouldn't immediately start going like, "What's your deal, bitch? Why are you talking to my friend?"
No, this is the thing.
Why are you talking to Karizmatik?
They do that shit all
I
the
would.
time.
It depends on how they're approached. A lot of the times they're not doing the things that we're talking about, and it's like they're being very wishy-washy, and we're not sure what their intention is, and so therefore we're trying to just stay as a group.
Yeah,
you can
no,
stay
yeah,
as a
you gotta
group
stay as a
without
You know what I
all of
mean?
you guys talking.
Yeah,
can
but
still be a
a
group
lot of
without
the
all of you
times,
guys talking.
like for instance, when you approach like a group of women, you're approaching them with these 3 things in mind. A lot of the times, guys aren't doing that, and it comes off creepy.
Still, I mean,
Why would I want to be approached by someone who I feel creeped out by?
Still, but that's for you to decide and not your friends. That's what I'm saying. Can we not like the same way you guys?
Yeah,
hate being
but
catcalled by
inherently,
groups, like,
inherently, we know when we go out, like who. If somebody's being approached, if one of my friends is being approached by a guy in our group, we know automatically if that girl wants to be hit on or not.
Okay.
We already know that.
and she can't handle that herself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I mean, she has.
It's a group. It's a group.
But,
It-
but
it's like-
that's what we're saying though. is
Have you
like,
seen a girl-
you're there, right? And
Yeah.
let's say there's like 10 of your friends around.
Yeah.
Guy walks up to talk to specifically you. We're not saying that your 10 friends need to go fuck off.
No.
They just let you have the opportunity to be an adult and turn them down, as opposed to
Sure, like for instance, if that happens to me, I know that I can handle that and I'm able to do that on my own. Some females
And-
don't
and
feel
then they-
comfortable
and then-
that
and
No,
way.
but will your girls chime in?
Not if I
I've
don't
met
pull
one of
them
your friends,
in.
and I already feel like she would have jumped in a long time ago.
Yeah, but she would jump in like in a friendly way, not in a get the fuck out of here.
I
as long
mean,
as it's
guys
done
in general
politely,
will
I
just
don't
walk
give a
away
fuck.
because they're like, "Oh, he can handle this," and they move
Yeah.
the hell on because they don't want to impede on your one-on-one.
But I don't know if I would want her to walk away right
She doesn't
away.
have to, but she can stay quiet.
Yeah, if like she feels like it, why can't she talk
I'm not
too?
talking to her.
If I'm ready, if I want her to fuck off, I'll tell her to fuck off.
Okay, so if we wanted to cat call, we cat call.
Amen.
You see where we've gotten? You see where we've gotten? If you don't, if she doesn't have to stop because it makes me uncomfortable, then why should I have to stop because it makes you uncomfortable?
what?
Boom.
That's not the same.
I see what you're saying.
Thank you.
So,
I
can
wanna-
you-
I
maybe-
wanna-
Maybe this
I
time
wanna
you can rephrase
understand,
it.
though.
No, I know.
Wait,
Maybe you can
explain
rephrase
it one more time, and then I'll try and translate. it.
Okay, so catcalling makes you guys uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, it's just words, right?
But do you know, like, understand what we're getting catcalled about?
your bodies and all of that.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
And you guys beat us down about our person, which that's uncomfortable too. You guys,
Sure,
you guys
okay.
like. So we're each feeling a level of uncomfortability.
Okay,
right?
got you.
Have
Okay.
you thought of just being uglier?
I've tried.
Women actually
I've
try
really
that
Have,
shit.
tried.
have you ever
They
maybe
do.
considered just being ugly?
I've really tried.
You won't get catcalled. I'm telling you, if I see like a gross fat girl walking down the street, I won't even tell her to get in my
Yeah,
car.
but then she walks to a black neighborhood and everybody
Oh
wants her.
my God, let me tell you about it, man.
What,
The black
and
neighborhoods.
this
I
is
throw on
why
a wig, I get fucked.
this is why
For sure.
catcalling is such an interesting topic because like Lewis has a bit about it in his special where he goes and he's just kind of like. Louis Gomez. He's like, you know, he's like, only white women get upset by catcalling. He's like, he's like, go out into the hood right now and catcall a black chick or a Puerto Rican chick. Be like, hey baby, what's up? You looking good? She'd be like, you know I do.
Yep.
Like they
or
love
they
that
just
shit.
gonna fire right back. Fuck
Yeah.
you. Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
So-
And it's done.
and it-
For
boom.
instance, like I feel comfortable enough to walk down the street by myself and know that I feel like I can handle myself.
Okay.
But other people don't. So
Right,
that's
yeah.
where the fear comes in when we're getting catcalled because we know that a guy can
Yeah, there's
like
extremes on both.
attack
But
you.
you understand
Yeah.
that
No, I get
we're
it.
talking about it in the context of the group though. Like your
Sure.
group is still there. So it's
you
like,
still have all that power.
Basically, what we're
I
saying.
understand. I'm saying in like my situation
Yeah.
that happened yesterday, you're asking why I would feel bothered by that. Well,
Yeah, I think there's a lot of factors here. Like, you
yeah,
know,
it
the
really
amount of women
depends on
that-
the situation.
the approach of the catcall, the woman herself walking. There's a lot of things.
Because I don't
Yeah.
have a problem with like your friends having your back. I just think that the way it should play out is like catcall gets lobbied at you. You respond either positively, negatively. If they don't take the hint by that point, then it's fair game. If your friends jump in and go like, "Hey, asshole," she said, like,
Yeah.
"Fuck off."
And also, it's only a cat call when you guys don't like it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And that's the shit that's annoying because otherwise it's a compliment. It's a cat call only when you don't like it. Because
I
I walk up to
only-
women that don't want compliments. I'd be like, "You're looking very beautiful today."
That's
And
not
like,
a catcall to me.
What's the difference?
That's
A cat call to me is somebody on the side of the street literally yelling at me.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a yellow
But what
cat
about the
call.
guy
They can
that-
walk by
That's
and be
how
like, "Ay, mommy." That's a cat call.
That's what I consider a cat call, not someone approaching me like kindly at the bar. Be like, hey, what's up? I think
You
you're
could be
this or
walking
that.
past and I could be like, "Damn, baby, you're looking real good today," and I keep moving. Like,
yeah, if you keep moving, well, that's different though.
it's not. It's still the same
When
action.
it
It's still
is
the same
different
action.
because if you're being called at by a group of men outside on the street,
Yeah, it's a little,
That's
it's attacking.
intimidating.
Yeah, it's intimidating. That's a good word.
The
there's
act-
a difference.
Cat calling does not have a descriptor with it, or an
You're-
area with it.
you're
It just
you're
says-
also equating that cat call automatically means that there's anything else other than just that them lobbying some sort of comment at you.
That's what a cat call is. Them lobbing a
Like
comment at
like
you.
Okay.
you're, like you're adding in the aspect of them then approaching you also. Like
Yeah,
cat-
'cause
The
it
walking
happens.
away
That's
doesn't
what
matter.
they-
So
them
what would
standing
you-
there
I'd
doesn't
argue
matter.
that's different then.
Okay, so what would you call it?
Because the cat call is just like if I was sitting on my
approach.
porch, right,
It's a
and
call.
a hot chick walks by, and I could be like, "Oh my God, you are gorgeous." And they walk by, keep walking, whatever. Boom, like that's a cat call. Now
Okay.
but if I go
Most
and
would see
approach,
that as a compliment.
yeah, I mean,
You are gorgeous.
But the cat call is like you're lobbying, comment out, then they keep going. If you go and approach
That's
beyond
exactly
that,
what
I'd argue then it's no longer a cat call.
It's a
something else.
conversation.
It's conversation, or then you're trying to make an approach.
So
That's-
then it
So
still
here-
is a cat call.
You'd prefer an approach over a cat call?
Sure, yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
I mean,
I think that's what
I
it
don't.
is.
I don't exactly want to have a conversation all the time, but I might want to drop the compliment.
This happened.
And
Yeah.
uh,
So
what-
why should I be able to? So one in one.
'Cause less
if you like it, it's a-
intimidating.
if you like it, it's a
Yeah,
compliment. Because
it's
no,
meant to be yelled
by
at.
the definition he just gave you, basically it's lobbing a compliment at somebody.
Yes.
I still lobbed that compliment at you. I'm
Yep.
not keeping conversation. I literally still lobbed it. It came off way nicer or to your liking.
Yeah,
It
because
doesn't make it any
feels
different.
safer.
It feels.
Yeah.
That's an arbitrary thing.
Yeah,
It is
you're
the same.
asking from a female's perspective,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm giving it to you, and you're yelling at me
Safety-
about
I'm
it.
not
Safety
yelling
is
at
very
you about it.
important
Like,
in the female community.
what I'm trying to get you to acknowledge is that this is something that has an actual definition. That its definition is changing because of how you feel in the moment, not because of what it is.
Okay.
So that means you see it as that way. The next person sees it as a compliment. How am I supposed to treat this?
Because you also got to go like, okay, like you go like the same cat call is like, do you react differently if it's Leonardo DiCaprio throwing it at you versus just some random ugly schmuck on the street? Like,
'Cause
you know
I
what I mean?
hear
Because a
girls
lot
will
of
be like-
women, you could present like the same like kind of like some kind of degrading remark or whatever that some like just random asshole on the street gives you. But if some like fucking gorgeous Brad Pitt looking motherfucker with money lobs it at you, you're like, oh, well, I can overlook that shitty comment because he's good
Half the
looking.
girls
So
out there that like
this
stop
is-
catcalling,
This
and
is
the other half.
this has been my approach in the past. I don't know, many years. Instead of
How old are you?
I'm gonna be 28 in like a month.
Okay.
Instead of getting upset about it because I know it's inherently going to happen because
They have
that's
mouths.
just the way that we are. It's a free country. People can say whatever they want. Thank you.
Yeah,
And
God
then
bless
I'm
America.
just gonna keep walking.
God bless Donald
Because
Trump.
unless you're if you're giving me a quote unquote
Might as well at this
compliment,
point.
if in your mind that's a compliment and you're lobbying it at me and I don't want it, then I'm just gonna say keep walking and say thank you and then just keep going. If at that point you're then continuing and it's then
It's
bothering me,
harassment.
Yeah, then it's
then
harassment.
it's harassment.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think it depends on the girl walking. Like I said, the what they say, what the man says, where he's coming from, what his tone is.
Too many variables.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables.
Too many variables.
She's walking by. You go, oh, you're a
distinction,
gorgeous
ready?
woman. She's
It's-
fine with it.
The distinction between catcall and harassment is whether or not you have the social intelligence to pick up on
Boom.
how they're receiving the initial
Finally.
catcall.
Boom.
Finally,
Like if you
figured it
if
out.
you lobby the catcall out and they're receptive to it and then you approach it and then great. But if you lob it out and they're
See,
like,
No.
I
and
don't
then
like
you
that.
go
I don't
after
like
it,
that
then
at all
it's
because
harassment.
so
No?
that's already your first interaction. You don't know anything about the person except for how they're dressed. You don't know anything. So
Right, but
that
that's
first
always how it
interaction-
is, though.
Exactly. So I mean, there is no social intentions to that. You're trying. Because then most other interactions, you now follow up that information based on what you've learned from that first thing you said with some different shit. This interaction is not going to change regardless of of what you've learned.
But
throughout
don't you
what
think
just
if they're
did.
not being susceptible to your comment that you should stop?
No, because that one girl is susceptible.
No,
the next girl might be.
No,
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 stop
I'm talking
to that
within that
person.
specific
that
sure.
same
No, yeah.
instance.
within that
Yeah.
same.
So stop the instance before it begins because we only have one
No,
interaction.
no,
in that.
no.
I'm saying they walk by, right? You lobby a cat call at them.
Hey, what's up,
And then
sweetheart?
based on their reaction to that cat call, if it's bad and you continue in pursuit, then it becomes harassment with that specific person. Versus
We're
if
not
you,
arguing harassment. We're arguing catcall.
no. I know about what I'm
Or
saying.
arguing when it
what
gets
I'm
to
saying is the
harassment.
point from when it becomes catcall to harassment
Yeah.
is based on their reaction to your catcall.
I never knew. I thought the whole time we were arguing when it became a catcall. The harassment part is definitely you keep up. Once you do
Oh, it's
keep
all
up,
harassment.
It's all
We all agree
harassment
on that, right.
Once you keep on, it's all harassment. But what point does it go from compliment to a catcall? I don't think that literally it's in the person's
The interpretation, yeah.
boom,
Okay.
boom,
Oh,
which
oh,
is
fine.
unfair.
Okay,
That's fine. Who
You're
cares?
talking about how
In
the
my-
cat call is initially received, whether they're interpreting it as cat call or compliment.
Yeah,
I see-
well,
okay, I see
if
what
they
you're
feel
saying.
In my
attacked, just who
mind, and I
cares?
would
I
argue
misunderstood
to
you.
say that in a lot of females' mind, to answer your question, and then we can move on, that a lot of the times when we think catcall initially, we don't think about that guy that's coming up and giving a compliment like at the bar or something like
Right,
that.
yeah.
We naturally think it's somebody who's literally like yelling from
think
their
like a
porch
group of construction
or something like that.
workers.
True.
Sure.
But when you
Yeah.
guys,
You know what I
when
mean?
you guys say stop catcalling to a guy, it's gonna stop all of that shit.
Yes.
The compliments and such. Because there are women that are like, oh, I
Not
don't get
gonna
approached
stop
by men
me.
because women have stopped acting for cat. They
You
said
just-
stop
I hear what
calling
you're
them.
saying.
You just reminded me of a perfect example. So I saw this female that I know that lives in New York post this status the other day. Totally relevant to what I'm saying. Here we go. And
I
by the
already
way,
hate it.
just to give you an idea, this chick's definitely like gorgeous as fuck. Russian chick.
Yeah.
She's not
Beautiful.
Russian, okay.
Oh,
Beautiful.
oh,
Ridiculous.
booty shot. Love it.
So she posted this status, right? A 15 years younger stranger just gave me a billion compliments and told me I looked his age. Aw. Teen got some balls to come up to me on a train, and I was with my normal Russian face expression and 2 headphones in my ears. Some grown-up men should learn from him. This is the point he's trying to make, right?
Yes.
Is
Mm-hmm.
Thank
is
you.
that when y'all go stop catcalling, it creates the same culture among guys now where you do have all of these guys that
Are
I think a
afraid to
lot
approach.
of guys are betas now inherently because of situationally 2020. They feel like if I go up and say a word to a chick, they're immediately going to go, he's raping me.
Yes.
So now you have this thing,
Okay.
and so that's why you see all these guys that are literally afraid to go talk. Like, that's probably why that guy was so fucking nervous to talk to you and shit. Maybe he was a creep, too.
I don't know.
but
He's probably a creep based
he's
off
maybe
the
a creep,
story.
but the point being is, like,
After
guys...
I told him I was fucked up and he's still trying to
Well,
talk to
yeah,
me.
well,
based on him
Okay.
turning around and bitching.
But like her
about
point,
the
like, oh,
story.
grown men should learn. It's like, well, we can't approach you because half the time you guys make it sound like we're fucking like harassing you.
We're
If you
like
just go like, hey,
pre-rape.
yeah,
Like-
if it's like,
like-
hey, you look nice today. It's like he's raping me. It's like so should we just wait for you to come hunt us? Because
Exactly.
Because then
Exactly.
it's like now you're the hunter, but then you fuck up the whole process because you're not really hunting honestly because we should be doing the hunting. We're choosing not to hunt because we're afraid.
This is
Th-
Darwinism we're talking
There-
about
there's-
here, people.
Folks,
There
we're
is
talking
no
about
reason-
evolution.
There is no reason.
Get out there and hunt those bitches,
There are no-
folks.
Meanwhile, I'm wearing like cat
There's
prints.
absolutely,
Yeah.
there's absolutely
Yeah, I
no
was gonna
reason.
just shoot you.
There's absolutely no reason why some of these female comics on the scene should be like, yo, no guys approaching me.
Oh,
or
we're talking
guys like-
female comics. They
Well,
all
no,
suck.
Oh, no,
that-
no,
that-
no,
those
no,
are-
no.
those
That's
are
a whole
just-
separate conversation.
Those
That's
are
a
just
separate
some
conversation.
those are just some women I've heard say
Okay.
this exclusively, and like guys are so thirsty that they should never have to say this. Guys are that thirsty that they should never have to say this, and it's become a climate where they do.
Okay, well, here's my thing. Like, do you want to even sleep with a girl who acts like that, though?
No.
So then leave. Like, if you say, "Hey, you look good," and she's like, "You're raping me," just leave her alone. Then who
No,
cares?
no, for sure.
She's clearly
For
she's clearly a terrible, undesirable
yeah.
person.
I thought you were
sure.
going to say terrorist, and I was going to agree.
Well, I think all
terrorist.
female open micers are terrorists. Like,
Thank
to one
you.
level.
Thank you.
No, you're funny, so it's okay.
She's like, that's respect. No, she genuinely
Hang on,
like
Tyler.
that.
She is a woman. Let's be careful.
No, I think as long as you have respect and the 4 principles in mind, then you should be fine. Like, really, you should be able to do like it comes down to your like literally the tone of intention and the energy you're giving off.
No,
So if you're-
definitely.
If you're
Yeah.
a fucking creep at a concert trying to take advantage of a young girl who's like all fucked up, then that's fucked up. But if you're like a guy on the street and a girl walks by and you go, "Oh, yeah, you look pretty nice," and she goes, "Actually, I'm going to talk about you this week at Sally O'Brien." I'm gonna get on stage and be like, "Yeah, I was so okay. I was walking the other day and a man came up to me and he was like
Verbal raping me?
He was like literally like, "You are looking so good today," and it was like, I've never been raped before until then. You guys can follow me on Instagram. Check me out on Twitter. I'm a fucking
Well, yeah, and you know, like that reminds me of too. I remember
Those are the terrorists.
You need him
Yeah.
on ICC.
Oh,
You need
dude.
him on
Okay,
ICC.
I'm with you on that.
100% he's getting booked on
yeah,
SNL.
terrorism.
That reminds me a lot of like Corinne Fisher years ago wrote an article, and it was like one that they broke down on Legion of Skanks, where and I like Corinne Fisher now too. She's a hilarious comic, but she used to be kind of country.
She guys we fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Great
she,
podcast.
yeah, it is. And years ago though, she wrote
That's
this
how
article.
I got into podcasts.
Yeah,
Guys who
years
fuck.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking guys.
So, I don't know if you ever saw the article she wrote, but it was like talking about how she was like on the train one day, and a guy was just kind of like, he literally was like, "Hey, I just wanted to say you look very nice," and it was like her kind of like here's how the conversation going, and like what she said and then what she's thinking in her head, and like she was like, "Oh, thanks," and in my head I'm thinking, "Here we go," blah, blah, blah. And like I think the guy like maybe said like one more thing, like "Hey, like what do you do," kind of thing, and then she was like blah blah blah, and then the conversation stopped. But then the whole article just makes it sound like, ugh, he's like raping me essentially, like talking to me like, "Oh, I'm on the like, can I just like be on the train," kind of thing.
No,
whatever.
because
It's
people
like,
have conversations in public.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: is like I've been in that exact situation, and I think I actually just told you this story like not that long ago, where I was on the train and somebody did approach me, and I did have a normal conversation. I just like was keeping it casual, whatever, trying to not escalate any situation because I'll start this over. When I get on,
do the drop. It's a story.
yeah, King's story time. Thank you.
Tyler is hip, yo.
Yeah, fucking fourth host here.
Someone do the. Thanks.
This happened over the summer when I was getting on the trolley
Yeah.
to get to the train. You know where I live. And
But where do you live?
Somewhere over the rainbow.
I currently live in Mattapan.
Mattapan? And
Yes.
What
Murder
street?
Pan.
Why?
What street? I'm just.
So we can come visit later.
So
Anyways.
this Tiesto fan lives in Mattapan.
But this was over the summer where whenever I've been taking the train since I was 14 by myself. Like I have a process where I get on the train, I say hello, good morning to the conductor, and I stand behind them so they know my voice. If I need help, they're there.
Smart.
They're aware of whatever, and I'm already in their good graces because no one says fucking good morning or hello, how are you to them.
Basically.
Fine. So I did my normal thing where I got on the train. Fine. This man was going around, I noticed, to like a bunch of different people, not really making a fuss, but enough where people were kind of turned off.
Men and women?
Mostly women.
Okay.
Mostly women that I noticed.
Okay.
And the train was fairly full. So eventually he came up to me, started talking to me. We're talking how you and I are talking normal right now.
Yeah.
He went to go shake my hand and ask for my name, and then as we had that interaction, he started kissing my hand.
Whoa, was he French or Italian? Or
No.
Okay.
No.
Was he black?
See, you're better than me. 'Cause-
It doesn't matter.
Well,
yes,
Oh,
it
yes is
doesn't
the
matter.
answer. Yes is the answer.
It
For
doesn't
For
matter.
the potential of jokes we can all make. Yeah.
It
be
doesn't
happy.
matter
No,
because
no,
if anybody did that,
For
I
one-
would still be uncomfortable.
Fair. Women. When you guys are trying to lie, don't say no, and then not give an answer.
Yeah, he was black.
We automatically
Okay,
know.
yes, but it does. That's not important to the
Nah,
story.
I was just kidding.
Always important to the story.
Why is that
No,
important to the
it's-
story?
Because white
God,
people
I
are
was-
weird naturally. All right.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, fine. So does that make the story different now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Now
he
it's
came
funny.
up and started kissing my hand.
Yeah.
How does that make it any different?
Because now there are full lips touching your hand instead of no lips touching.
He said it, not me. No. I was thinking it, and I put it right into his head.
You know, I'm the wrong person to ask for an explanation on shit. I'm gonna find something.
Okay, fine. And I have mace that I always carry with me in like my wristlet, and it's with my Charlie card, and he had taken that hand, so I couldn't even go for it or anything.
Did he kiss your hand? Was he kissing up?
No, he was like mouthing my this whole area.
Like Pepe Le Pew
It
style?
was disgusting. Anyways, and I was trying to vocalize that I did not like that, and I was trying to get my hand back, and instead of that, he just kept calling me.
Just a question. What? Because I probably missed it when I left.
He was black.
What was the
Full lips.
I assume he was the first person to say something to you?
Yes.
Okay, and he said what again? First words?
I think he said, hi, like, how are you?
And what was your response?
I said, good, how are you?
Okay, there's where he fucked up. Ready? This is one of my favorite things.
Yeah, you just say fine.
No, not even that. This is one of my favorite things that my one of the first dates I went on with my ex years ago. We were going to see my buddy Uncle Ben. We were going to see Uncle Ben's band play.
Great guy.
Walk into a place. Guy's checking the IDs, the bouncer. My ex hands the ID to the guy. Another guy that was in there walks up and he goes, "Hey, my name's Alan." Just to my ex immediately. And I'm standing right there too. And my ex just goes, "Nope." And he was like, no, sorry. He goes, "Hey, what's your name?" And she went, "Nope." And he goes, "Well, my name's Alan." And she goes, "That's great, Alan. I'm not going to tell you my name. Fuck off." And he walked away and the bouncer was like, "Nice. I wouldn't have said my name either." Ladies, if you don't want to have an interaction with a guy, don't even be polite up front.
I would say
Wait,
don't.
that's the opposite of the cat call.
That's the opposite of what we just said, though.
I would say
if you don't want to have, you didn't want anything to do with that guy. Clearly, you were on the train. You weren't trying to have a conversation with him.
Correct.
Yeah. So why even go you're pushing the
Treat it like a cat
conversation
call.
along.
No, you're fine.
You're pushing.
No,
if you are pushing the conversation along, he's not gonna know to back off. And if he goes, "Hey, how you doing?" and you go,
I'm gonna let you two do
Stop.
this out.
So what I would say
Go
to
ahead.
him, the one that actually works better, that's a bit abrasive. I've seen
Oh, it's
guys
definitely
literally just get aggressive after that shit. So
But
you
that's
should be able to do it though.
That's
You should be able to
opposite
do
of
that.
what you just said for me to do.
Yeah, we
You
just
say
said
what?
I just said to be nice. With
Yeah,
the
you
cat call
just said
stuff.
be nice.
You said stop attacking her.
Did
You
I-
said
did
just stop attacking people.
Yeah.
No. No. That's nothing of which I
I heard the
you
same
guys, you
thing,
guys,
Ani,
you guys,
okay?
you guys took the conversation we had about women standing together and the conversation about catcalling because women in a group don't catcall. So those are two separate circumstances that you guys are now merging into one.
Okay.
So on a cat call, we always ask this whole time. It's like, what do? You keep moving because if he continues the engagement, it's either you want to talk to him or he's harassing you at this point.
Or
so we
cornered.
never told you to be
it's not
nice.
a cat
We
call
never told you to
because
be nice.
It's
Or
not
he's a
an
human being,
It's not a
though,
cat
isn't
call
it?
because it's an instance where you don't have the opportunity to walk away from it. He's
Correct.
approached you at that point.
But he
so it's an
wasn't
approach. It's
he
not a
wasn't
cat
be
call.
like sexually approaching.
He
right?
wasn't being outwardly.
He was just having a
He was
conversation
just
with
having a
you.
conversation,
Yeah,
and it
which
didn't
is fine.
escalate until
No,
he
true.
grabbed my hand.
Yeah.
What
You're
he
you're
was saying,
mid conversation with another person, weren't you?
No,
she was
I was
alone
by
on the
myself.
train. She
So-
talked to the
And
conductor.
he
at
just
one
walked
point.
up to you and started trying
Correct.
to talk to you.
Yeah, and he
So-
was black. Remember too.
So what I did want to say to that is that no, like in a cat in all those cat,
Did you ask
in all
him to
the
bust up a shiffer rope for you?
in all the cat
That was
call
a deep
and
reference.
compliment circumstances that we went over, the person walked away. One person always walked away. In this,
I wasn't able to walk away. I was literally
no,
in a
that's
corner.
That's completely fair.
And,
So
and
now we
then
will
it's
address
okay
that.
to turn the fangs on.
I know. What did you do?
You back an animal into the corner, the claws are going to come out. So
Right, yeah.
guy approaches you, you don't have a way to leave. You aren't left with the option of
these
being
are
nice and walking
these
away.
are
so you
all
have
the
to let him
levels
know
that a
up front.
guy has to think about when interacting with women. So thinking that you guys don't have to do it is not okay. Like when a woman starts talking at you aggressively, you can't be as aggressive as her. You have to try and be calm, or people are going to see you as the aggressor. So you have to acknowledge that. Now, if she starts ramping up, it's like, all right, is she going to hit me? Because now, if she hits me, I can't defend myself without being the aggressor again. So you literally have to gauge what your response every time it escalates. So do the same thing.
That's how we function as
What did-
women.
what did you- what
to
did you do?
gauge
No,
every
it
single
seems like most things have
response.
just jumped to the extreme. Now, in today's world, everything just jumps to the extreme. It's either
Maybe
you
some
like it or
women,
it's
but I
extreme.
would. I mean, we do generalize on this podcast, but I would say not everybody. At least a lot of people that I interact with, a lot of
And
my
I
female
will
friends
challenge
do
you
not
on that
do
because you equally called it a catcall. At what point does it become a catcall for you? If you can designate the two, compliment and catcall for me, then I will give some credence to what you're saying. But if you're all overwhelmingly calling it a catcall, then you're doing the same thing.
In this instance that we're talking about in this example, where is the catcall you're asking?
I would say if you can define what you believe to be a catcall.
Yeah, he's like ignoring the situation. It's like baseline. What do you define as compliment? What do you define as catcall?
In
like,
my
regardless
mind,
of nicety or how you feel.
So
define
I'll
it.
tell you this:
Hardline.
when women are brought up and we talk about all of these things in our minds, when we are being like called at on the street, not approached at a bar or something like that, we think of that as catcalling. If you're approaching us like in a scenario where like this, then I would say that some guy just tried to hit on me.
Remember the catcall story, and then the guy came over to you and asked why you were cold and where the party was.
Mm-hmm.
And you said earlier you prefer an approach over a catcall, right?
Sure.
What could he have said to have made that?
Yeah, what
acceptable?
made that a catcall to you instead of an approach?
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
So he was walking
problem,
behind us. We did not stop. We continued to walk. So
Right.
clearly I did not want to talk to this man.
Okay.
So you've never stopped for a guy
I
before?
did-
They had already catcalled you, right?
That's not the instance that we're talking about.
No, but I'm asking you to hardline define what it means to you. So it will be the same no
that
matter
would
the
say
instance.
that's a catcall.
So it will be the same no matter the
He
instance.
catcalled you first, right, when you were walking by, or did they just
Different guy.
Definitions
Wait,
don't
what are we
change by
talking about right
instance.
now? I'm talking about the time when you walked by.
Yeah.
And then he came over to you and said.
So that group of guys
Oh, she's saying a
catcalled.
different friend catcalled and then different guy from that same group but different guys.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That makes,
But
okay.
yeah, but see, this is what. This
And
is
I
what I'm
would
trying to
say
define.
that when
So
that
you still call that a
But
catcall.
so if this guy,
I would say that's a catcall because I already had ignored the first interaction of his
with
friend.
that guy though.
With that entire group, we were not interacting with
Okay,
them.
now pause, guys. Let me ask you a different question. Have you ever been in a situation where there were two guys hitting on you and you went with one?
the answer is yes.
I mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So why did you pick one of those guys up when there's a cat call? Was that an okay cat call? What
probably
made that
This
different?
is the
Probably
point.
an
Is like
approach.
this is where he's trying to illustrate is why it's for lack of a better term annoying as a guy because it's like there's no like cat call is just whatever you interpret.
you're
in that
asking
moment.
It's a loose
you're
definition.
asking what the difference is for me personally or in general.
But that's the point.
That's
there's,
the point.
There's no
Okay,
standard
I'll
for
tell you-
cat calls, so you guys can just call anything a
Fine.
cat call or
But
compliment
no,
based
I
on
hear
how
what
you feel in that
you're
moment.
heard. You're being heard. I'll tell you what the difference is of two guys coming up to me at a bar and me going home with one, and that one guy following me and my friend asking the questions. The difference is one was at 2 a.m. I was walking away from him. I already walked away with his friends, and I already told him that I didn't want to talk to him. The other person, I would have it already
did you tell him or
engaged
did
with.
you tell that friend that you just disengaged with?
I told the whole group. Disengaged with the whole group. I didn't even talk to them.
How did you
I
do that
just-
when only one was talking to you? See, men logic and women logic are very different. You saying I don't want to talk to you, you're saying that to the whole
I
group.
walked
There was
by
only one guy
without
talking to
looking
you.
at them, without interacting with
That's
them.
how
get it,
women
yeah.
act on the general.
What do you mean?
Women don't look at men. You guys don't
wait, wait,
acknowledge
wait, wait.
us.
You
Wait.
wouldn't take that as this person doesn't
No.
want to
You-
talk to me?
Oh, I
you
100%
think, you
would.
think we've never got? I mean, I don't want to speak for the group. But you think we've never gotten a chick that like the initial thing was she walked by and didn't pay any attention to us?
No,
we,
I'm sure
we
you
get
have.
we get most of our women by playing on that and ignoring y'all.
I
until
have
it
the
drives you
perfect
crazy.
extent, the perfect circumstance. Have you guys ever watched Hitch?
Yeah.
Yes.
So in the
No.
in the opening scene, you motherfucker,
Sorry,
you
I have not.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
White Cosby hasn't seen Hitch?
No, he has not.
Fuck, man. Like this is right before the roofie.
Hitches consent. Yeah.
So
Well, yeah, I put it on, but I never watch it.
So in the first few scenes, he literally goes over this. He was like, literally, when a woman says no when you approach her, she could be saying no or she could be saying try hard or stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, I've run into both
'Cause
circumstances in my
women
life.
test you because they.
Okay,
there's
I
a lot of
understand
women
what you're
wanna
saying.
So as long as you guys are so fucking consistent with each other and how y'all played it, we play the game the same fucking way, all of us across the
Yeah.
board. That's how y'all know what we're doing.
Okay.
If a guy does this, he's into you. If a guy does this, he's into you. Or at least he wants to fuck. Like y'all know what those are clear cut
Yeah.
in the guy. In the guy
Okay.
world.
Every guy wants to
Not
fuck.
for
It's
y'all.
pretty safe to assume that.
And y'all you expect us to treat all women like we treat you. All of you guys expect that. So, but
Okay.
each woman wants to be treated differently. But
You're
all
yelling again.
So I don't want to be interrupted. My bad.
Whoa. I loved that.
So-
that was sick.
She's a queen. I'm gonna respect that shit. So
Do you have a
that's
queen drop
I've been asking for it.
for the Queen's podcast?
she gonna have to earn it. She gonna have to earn it. Okay. She gonna have to earn.
I
Hey,
mean, you were
earned your
late
spot.
today.
You earned some other stuff.
I mean, you
gonna
were
have to
late
earn
today,
it the same way.
so
All
I
right?
can't really
All
give
right?
you a queen drop out of principle. For
Yeah,
that.
you know what I'm saying? You've earned a lot of things since you've been here. Just
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Short
So,
period of time.
I'm not gonna give you 2 wins at the same time. What the hell would that look like?
Just one per episode.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now, relax. You're getting greedy. I know you're Armenian, but
This is
come
why.
on.
This is why the queens can't run shit. They get greedy.
Excuse me.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey.
I have been very fair.
True.
This
No,
is-
no, but he's right. That's why when a king marries a woman, she becomes a queen, and when a queen marries a king, he becomes the queen's husband. Because she likes all the power.
That's right.
I think that's just been basic tradition,
Power
but we
corrupts.
can
Women can
change
update
things.
it. Yeah, y'all can update it.
Are we not changing things right now?
I'm saying, but what was
Yes,
the point?
we are.
We were on a topic. Dom, where were we?
Us girls gotta stick together, you know. What happened to the guy on the train?
yeah.
We ended up getting off at the same stop because we had to, and
you
I
were
ended up
making-
waiting.
Yeah.
I waited for him to get on the train, and then
But no, when
I
it's
took the
kissing
next
her,
one.
Yes.
He did. I pulled away,
Okay.
and then I was like, I don't feel comfortable with that. Like,
We don't
please
want
go
to
away.
get too far away.
Yeah.
So to that point, like y'all can't be you guys are this loose amalgamation of singular
Whores.
conglomerates. Singular conglomerates, I would call it.
Bunch of whores, I'd call them.
Fucking cunts. Go
yeah,
on.
yeah.
No, but do you understand what I mean by you guys are all singular conglomerates?
Sure. Yeah.
You guys are all singular thinking for the masses of yourself. You guys don't think the same. None of y'all think the same. It's
Okay.
all very different.
I never heard a
this-
black guy
that
say singular
specifically
conglomerate.
is
Okay.
why
This is
I
great
/ we
podcast.
specifically
I'm African man. I'm not a black man. I'm
Oh,
an
yeah.
African man.
Okay.
What-
Very different.
It's why we specifically
know
generalize
big words
on this
too.
podcast because I know I have to speak to how the lowest common, like when I'm speaking for all men, I have to speak to the lowest denominator that equates all of us because
Sure.
I obviously, like, all men are the same, but obviously I have different experiences from Karizmatik, from Tyler, but there is, that's why you have to go to, like, when
The
I always
base
go, we go to the
language.
base level.
Yeah.
When you boil it down to the root, guys are fuck, eat, and sleep.
Yep.
And that's why it's like our
Yes, we
motivation
are.
always at first is fuck.
And I think a good way to wrap a bow around his explanation is that, like, there are many countries around the world that speak Spanish. They all speak Spanish differently, but they all understand Spain Spanish. So there's always a base language that we can go back to, especially as men, that we all understand for the most
Okay.
part.
Which is, hey, baby girl, get over here.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But
I know what he do. I
also,
know
That's
what
the
he do.
point
man
of me
base.
being here is to also tell you from our perspective, like how we're receiving.
Ow,
that.
but like you also identify yourself to be a very unique woman.
Yeah, but she's
And you're saying
speaking
also-
from the base.
but that's the thing
She's
too.
trying to, but there's no accurate base for women.
And that's
I
it.
think
He's
there
not,
might
I'm
be.
doing my best.
He's
God
not-
damn it.
I think you actually are.
Well,
The hardest
excuse
thing
me,
ever. You're
excuse
yelling
me,
a little
you're
bit.
yelling a
You're
little
yelling a little bit.
No, but
take that
and
down
that's
a
the thing. He's not. We're not. When you explain the female perspective, we're not attacking it in the sense that we're going like you're wrong. We're just trying to bridge the gap for you / the women listeners to understand. Like when you guys say that, the women go like, okay, that's what we're thinking. Then we go like, this is how guys are hearing that or how we interpret that because it's very different than how.
Yeah.
Because a lot of women think they'll go, this is how my man is thinking. Like they'll go, this is what you're thinking and do that for you. And it's like, it's probably going to be wildly different than what you think I think I'm going to think of something.
Very true.
Yeah, I'm usually thinking about very little, like just in general. So
Yeah. Like,
Eat,
and that's
sleep,
thing,
fuck.
that's-
Yes, yes.
don't.
Most guys live on
I
those
th- I think
principles.
sleep and eat primarily.
Eat, sleep, fuck, and play.
Play, yeah, play's a big one.
Play's a big one. Whether it's a person's working on their toys and like doing engineering
I
shit, or
love
like
toys.
Or being
making more
competitive
money,
with
or
something. So,
like
yeah,
we
just-
like to play with something.
I went to Skate Town last night. That was sick.
Skate Town?
Skate Town USA. It's like a rollerblading rink. Yeah.
Where is
Oh,
that?
oh, were you out with
Yeah.
all the brothers? You know, just
Ah, it was a bunch of like
Jungle Book.
16-year-olds.
Where is that?
It's in Whitman, Massachusetts.
do white people rollerblade?
Whitman. That sounds like a
Wait,
white
was
town.
it blading or
rollerblading and like skating too? So it's like two wheels in front, two wheels
My,
in the back.
my.
Word.
But
people
a
do
lot
that?
of black
Fuck
kids.
yeah.
A lot
No,
of
it's,
black
it's a
kids.
black thing. It's definitely a black thing.
It's like black
That-
children there.
No, no, it's
I
a-
wasn't the
I-
only. Well,
I-
me and my friends are the only ones.
I
on
always
the
prefer
line.
if you go down
Say
south,
some
black
blades.
adults still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roller skating?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big thing to do.
I always pick that over the blades. Back in middle
Skating?
school,
No,
like,
blades over
no,
skating.
we had like
Blades
a
is
roller.
where it's at.
We used to have a
Blades is
roller
where
rink,
it's
and
at, yeah, I was
all
gonna say
the
that.
other kids would pick the
Sounds cool when
blades.
you
I would
say
always
that.
go with the skates, the 2 and the 2.
I hated all those things.
Oh yeah.
No, that means you're gay.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
Well, you found out here, folks. I'm gay. Apparently.
In line, in your line, in your butthole. Like,
Hey, it's
he right.
at the end of the day, it's all.
Oh
What
shit.
are you doing, dude?
Wow.
I decided you had not had enough beer on yourself yet.
Oh, play the party foul drop.
yo, he's gonna have us make a whole bunch of drops real soon. Ani, I am very, very sorry.
Wow, he got.
a little bit.
See, I only got a little bit.
Oh, now play the cum drop.
Yo, I hate this guy.
Oh, damn. Now I'm hated.
As long as it didn't
He's
get
too funny.
on
He's
our
honestly too funny.
equipment,
thank you.
that's really all I give a fuck about.
What'd you say?
As long as it doesn't get on our equipment, that's
All
all
right,
I care
No,
about.
we need to start counting these
What the amount of spills we
that
have?
I have.
Oh, you-
By the way,
I've
by
spilled
the
quite a
way,
bit.
that was the best reaction you could have had to it. Was you were just like, well, I decided you didn't have enough spilled on you.
Like, what?
That guy did not get enough on you
Like,
last
she
night.
already knows I'm definitely sorry. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
No, I feel that. But yeah, no, that's
Quick on your feet,
because
you know?
that's to me like one of the most important things about this podcast. Like I know we talk mostly when we're trying to help guys, but it's like I do want women to understand because women,
Yeah.
a lot of women just inherently don't understand how guys feel. Because sure, guys a lot of times are shit at saying how they feel.
And
stuff
yes,
like
women,
that.
we don't understand how some of y'all feel as well, but we're talking from the guy's perspective.
No,
Yeah,
we all
well,
know how women feel.
I mean-
they scream it at us.
yeah,
He's right.
I mean,
he is kind of right.
and-
Sometimes.
This is my,
Not always.
This is my thing, right? Because like
You're right.
I always say,
Sometimes
like,
they don't
this
say anything.
I go like, this is the
Most
guy's
times they say
perspective. This
something.
is how we feel, and then I have a lot of women that'll go like, yeah, but you're not trying to understand how we feel. And like to be honest with you, I
Don't
I
care,
do
right?
no.
No,
Well,
okay.
I do.
do, but in this
we,
moment-
and maybe I shouldn't speak for all guys, but at least for me, I hear what you're saying. I know it's bullshit, so I disregard it.
Yeah.
How do you know it's
I'm a
bullshit?
little different. I'm a
Because
little
come from
different.
Because purely in the relationship sense, purely is because whatever they're feeling, like I listen to it and internalize it, but it's like you pointed out earlier, it's like it's based on how you feel at that moment.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
it's
Yeah.
not logic based. Whereas like guys more often than not have that emotion
Unless
thing,
they're
but we
approaching it
go
with logic,
put
I
that
suppose.
aside and we go logic. How does this approach it? Like we're able to set aside our emotion.
Yeah, that's
a lot easier.
We're generalizing.
Yeah.
But yes.
I mean,
For
you
sure.
can say we're generalizing, but like I can literally like it's all, like my ability to like call people out makes people very, 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 very pissed at me. So I try not to call people out, but I could call at least a bunch of
Sure.
of circumstances where this has been pretty true.
Yeah. but
Definitely been
it's
pretty
gotta
true
happen.
for the
Yeah,
greater
it's-
mass. Like we go about things different ways. There's a reason that when you guys
Even the
come to us with a
venting-
problem, we try and solve it every time. There's a
get out of
reason
my
that
head.
all of us keep trying to solve it every time because men's brain works a certain way.
Oh,
we
women
would-
hate that.
like
when
we
you try
would-
to
yeah.
solve the
But
issue.
we
that's the
love
thing.
it.
I know,
Like
yeah.
I would never come to Karizmatik or Tyler and be like, "Hey, let me just vent this problem at you." Like I would only,
can,
I would only,
man. You
but
can do
but,
that if
but you
you
know what I mean.
want.
I would only do that with the intention of like, I need your opinion to help me solve this problem.
Yeah.
Like I'm coming into it like I have a problem. I need your help solving it. Women, like I would never go like, "Hey, I just want to talk at you with this problem," because he would be like,
Why introduce the problem to my life for no reason?
because and Karizmatik, a good friend, he would probably listen to it like, and I've done this. I have friends who've done this before. Like my buddy Max. Okay, I don't think he's here yet, but my buddy Max before, like he would do that where he would just complain about a problem, and I'm a good friend, so I'd listen to it like 2-3 times. But by the third time, I go, buddy, you've complained about the same problem to me 3 times now.
Yeah.
Or if you're not trying to solve the problem, I don't want to hear you bitch about it
Right,
anymore.
yeah.
Like, boo,
Shut the
bad
fuck
story,
up.
boo. You know,
You-
like,
My
My least
fuck
favorite
you,
thing.
you
Max.
just want to hold on to the problem so
My-
that you can continue to talk
bitch
about
about it.
My
Like,
least favorite thing when people do that is like if you're gonna bitch about it, never mind multiple times, and you're gonna actually ask me for my advice, and then you don't take it. Don't fucking come to me again.
like, did
Facts.
anybody read my post this week?
Which one? You
The
have
one-
so many.
I mean, I try. The one about me being at work and some woman thinking that some other girl like fucked to get her position.
Yeah.
That almost stopped the girl from taking that job.
Really.
You know what I'm saying? So like that
Can you-
literally something. Sorry, I got real. No, that shit pissed me off.
All right.
Like,
I know. Go ahead.
why you guys
Go off.
undercutting each other? Why you guys undercutting each other?
Yeah.
So like that's literally the shit that like
And-
she reacted completely illogical. Everything in your life is going up, but because some bitches behind you want to say some sideways shit, you're not gonna take your opportunity because
That's
of that.
wild.
And this is another typical difference
fucking
too between
crazy.
guys and because guys
I'm sure people say that about
like
me.
if a guy was
Here.
yeah, but fuck him. Who gives a
You
shit?
fuck to get your job? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying about this podcast.
Oh, okay.
Fuck all of them then.
I know.
Yeah, seriously.
First off, it's my podcast, and I
know.
haven't gotten any pussy.
I know.
Definitely no booty.
It's gonna stay that way.
So fuck.
Now she said
None of my guests is giving me any. None of my hosts is giving. Irish hasn't even given no booty hole.
That's true.
So she said no, but that means not yet, right? Is that what that's what you guys said, right?
I'm
Earlier?
still
I will
working on
say
it, okay?
he tries every
50.
time.
Yeah.
I'm still working on it.
50
All
no's.
right?
But
and a
he
yes
is
and no
very
yes.
respectful. He's very.
No,
I'm very
just
respectful in my
the
approach,
charm.
okay? I'm always respectable in my approach, but I try.
He
Karizmatik,
Yes.
have you thought about the fourth principle? Have you perhaps considered that?
I haven't put it in action just yet.
My God.
He was trying
My
to. And he
evil
spilled the
plan
beer.
is-
I know.
Yeah, why don't you have a sip of
It's
that?
that same shaky hand with that notes. My God, I cannot fucking. Can you believe
Do you like
that
to,
shit?
What?
can I put this roofie in your drink?
Yo, can you imagine?
Fuck out of here, that.
See, that's
Hey,
why.
excuse me, ma'am. You mind if I put this pill,
Yo,
please?
I
in
think that's
your
why,
drink?
because I always ask myself why the slit on these mugs keep getting smaller and smaller.
So no one can fit the roofie.
Yeah, bro. They have
yeah.
to crush that shit up before they
But-
slide that in.
Oh my God.
But dude,
let me
like
tell you,
in
that's the
regards
worst.
to in regards to your story, that's like a difference between men and women too. Is it's like men will also do that thing where they'll attack a guy and be like,
He
like,
fucked his
oh,
way to the top."
or he only got this because of this. But we will do that. Like if Karizmatik got a job and I sincerely felt like, oh well, he only got that because he knows someone or he fucked someone, like that would be my gripe to him, like right off the bat. It would. Whereas women, I feel like they throw that in there as a like they won't just like address it up front. It's like, hey, this is my problem with you. This is because you fucked your way to it. Like women will just like as a like sort of like throwing grenades to justify a thing. Like well they must have only fucked their way to get to that. Like they would never like come up to the person.
Didn't we talk about this yesterday?
That's yeah, because we were talking about that, and
Yeah.
I think that's the distinction we came to.
The person
right?
was like, some guy on the line. We were on a different podcast yesterday. I can't remember.
Friday
the name
Night
of
Super
it.
Show.
Yep.
Friday Night Super Show plug. So
Yeah, check it out every Friday night.
yeah, Bill Cosby's on it every once in a while.
yes, he
White
is.
Cosby.
White Cosby. Can I go pee?
Shout out to Davin Aladdin.
Where do I go pee?
Just take a left outside the door.
Yeah, sorry guys.
No, you good, bro. You good, bro. What was I saying though?
The conversation we were having yesterday, the Friday Night Super Show thing.
Yeah. So basically, one of the guys on the line was like, basically, there was an argument of whether fucking your way to the top was more respectable than working your way to the top.
Or nepotism. That's why
Nepotism, yeah.
he was like, I don't
Yeah.
respect people that fuck away the top. And I go, that's a fair point. But I go, like, do you put more or less credence? Like, how do you compare that to someone that gets there through nepotism? Because I was like, I'd argue that if you fucked your way there, you're still technically putting in more work than just,
That
I know
bat,
a person.
You gotta work that bat. You know what I'm saying? The dick game still gotta be on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you still gotta stay in shape. So that means you're gonna be in the gym. You're gonna be doing something. But my thing is this. A lot of people don't understand how hard it is in this world to have an opportunity. I'm not gonna knock anybody that's gonna take an opportunity that's right there in front of them. You don't know when the fucking next opportunity is coming. Take this from an African that has to literally hear stories of Africans dying daily. And I'm one of the ones blessed with an opportunity, a rare opportunity at that. I feel bad for all of them, but like you can't harp on where a person gets their opportunity. You can harp after they get their opportunity. So like one guy said that like maybe you have sex to get to your first point. You know what I'm saying in life? And then he respects that he still respects you if you're able to work after that.
Yeah.
I'm on that same bandwagon. But at the same time, if you decided to keep fucking, I ain't gonna take too much more away from you. But like, yeah, you do survive on your dick. You know what I'm saying? So just acknowledge, like, if anybody says you survive on your dick, and you're like, no, it's the merit of my work. No, bitch, it's your dick.
But also, if you don't have any skills or anything like that, I understand why people would be pissed about that.
Yeah,
but
I'm
you
sorry.
do.
Like, to be acknowledged for having a skill means that other people don't have it, right?
Right.
So must there be people without any skills?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
So I'm sorry that they fuck.
Yeah.
That's just
fucking is their
Just
skill.
trying to
That's-
eat.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Trying
it's
to
hard
eat.
enough. It's
Eat,
literally
sleep,
hard enough.
fucking play, baby.
I'm not on this earth to judge people like by my morality. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you're not hurting anybody.
You're not. You're causing pleasure.
Yeah. I'm just saying, as long as you're not hurting anyone.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
causing pleasure.
And that's the thing, really. It's like, who cares how anyone got to where they got? It's like, worry about yourself. If you're worried about other people on that level, or like, oh, they're getting this because of that,
Putting
it's like
energy into them, not you.
That's energy that's why you're not there,
Like,
because you're worried about what other people have and not what you have.
Do you think they use that to beat you? Is that your gripe? Did they beat you out of something? Why didn't you do what they did, or why didn't you try harder? Because you were living by your morals.
The reality is,
Cool.
no one's entitled to anything. Even with
Nothing.
this podcast, right? We launched the network and everything. It's like, just because if we, I'm gonna make a very clever jab at someone, but if we put in 10 years of work on this network and everything, you know what I mean?
I already know where this is going.
We're not entitled to like, oh well, we put in 10 years on this network, so all our podcasts are entitled to the viewership and level of like Joe Rogan's podcast just because we put in the time. It's like, no, just because you put in the time for something doesn't even mean that you necessarily earn it.
Yep.
Like sometimes people get things different ways. Like, worry about yourself. Some doors open, they don't. Just fucking do you.
Yep.
World's not fair no matter what.
It's
Whether
not.
they do that or not.
And like that's why when so many people ask me why I don't bitch about,
I think the world is fair.
like
Who cares?
I de-
What are you talking about?
I definitely bring up being
The world's
black a
great.
lot, but like I don't use it to hold me back at all because like, bro, at the end of the day, I'm gonna survive.
Yeah.
And I'd rather put more time in the survive category than the bitching category.
Amen.
Exactly.
Ever fucked your way to the top?
Yeah, that's how I got
I hope
here.
I know he hopes to.
Makes sense.
If it
I'd fuck my way to the top, hands down.
if-
I know I got the skill to back it up.
If taking my dick out on 2 podcasts counts, then yes, I fuck my way to the top.
Hell yeah.
How was he supposed to get to the top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we already talk about that one?
Hey,
You gotta
hey,
come. The
I
only
don't-
way to the top is up the shaft.
I don't know anyone else in Boston
Exactly.
that Big J's done 10 minutes on their dick.
Wow, that's
Oh, he did it on
10
that
minutes.
dick.
10 minutes.
10 minutes on
10
that
minutes of
dick.
material on my dick and balls alone.
true. That's
Oh,
making it, man.
How
That's
much
congratulations.
material? A lot of saliva?
Yeah.
Yo, let's run some of these clips, yo.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's
let's
check
do
out- let's
King's
check out a clip.
Roundtable. Let's drop the King's Roundtable. We'll do the fucking clips, and we'll put a red ribbon bow on them.
You ever been to a goth club? Yeah, those are the things.
Maybe
Sex
one
club.
time, but not in a long time.
Yeah. He goes.
Rhode Island has a lot of
Surprise.
interesting places.
Because he missed. I was telling a story how I went with a friend.
All right, which
the
one do you
other
wanna
day,
start
and,
with?
and their coworker. They were like, "Oh yeah, my coworker's there," and then like an hour into being there, I was like, "Hey, your coworker definitely wants to fuck you." And they were like, "What? No." And then like 2 days ago, they hit me up and they're like, "Yeah, so my coworker hit me up trying to take me out on a date." I was like, "Told you." It's like, "Told you."
It's a club just for gothic people.
Makes sense.
You're here to dance to industrial music or fuck. And
So
this
wait,
guy
wait,
was
back out real
definitely
quick.
not.
Let's give him a nice little. All right.
He really don't want his girl to go through his phone.
He really don't.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, I looked away too. We're on
And
the,
I
we're on
mean,
the split
like,
view, right?
Let's say this honestly, like if you were being honest, this would be no problem.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Yeah.
Man, why you got my phone for?
This guy's still so.
Give me my phone, man.
Wow.
Give me my phone. Why you got my phone, man?
Wow, this
Ain't
has
nothing in
happened to
my
me
phone.
before.
This was the guy. This
Why
was
you
the guy
going-
on
Wait,
the train.
you took someone's phone?
Give me my phone.
I've held
Man, give me
it.
my phone.
No, she's talking about being approached by a black man.
That too.
Phone, man. Give me my phone.
That's how you know they're hiding something.
Definitely.
Oh no, I've done that simply for that reason.
What?
I've just held
it-
somebody's phone, not even gone through
Oh,
it,
just to see if they're like.
Whoa,
just
whoa,
to see
whoa,
if they jump. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn, wow.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
I mean, he deserved all of that to you right there.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, she didn't have to do
This,
anything but
this
take
is
it.
the thing. This is my. I had a buddy. I used to do. So I used to do a podcast too called the What Would Jesus Do podcast. My buddy is like a famous Jesus cosplayer in the South. He's the guy that runs the sex stores and stuff.
Word.
And he put it to me this way. He's like, the moment someone makes, you should never be made to feel like you're having to do things that aren't you. So he's like, the moment someone makes you, if you're in a relationship and he's like, someone makes you feel like you have to look through their phone, he's like, I'm already leaving the relationship at
Yeah.
that point. He's like, the moment you make me
Out.
feel like I have to look through your phone, I'm done. I'm not, because I'm not going to look through it. I'm not going to not be me.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that, yeah, it's just, and why be honest? And this is the thing too. It's like, Patrice always would say this. It's like, if you go looking for something, you're going to
Gonna
find
find-
something.
definitely.
That's
Exactly,
the reality
yeah.
too.
You can
He
make
would-
anything
He told him,
into
stay in the
anything.
matrix. Stay surface happy.
Yeah.
Because there was a time I read in Vaughn's book where she was talking about early dating, and she was like walking up to Caroline's in New York or whatever, and his truck was unlocked, and she saw this phone was in there, and she grabbed it to like bring it in. She just happened to look through it, and it was early on. And I think she knew that he was talking to other chicks and stuff, but she went and looked at his conversations, and she was upset by the fact that he was saying the exact same things to these other women that he was saying to her. And I mean, the reality of that situation is like.
That's
What-
just his game.
Well, no,
You
no.
want me to make up new lines? Like,
No,
Yeah.
if
I'm
if
practicing.
I'm talking to like, let's say initially, like I'm talking to like 5 different chicks at a time, right? Like, and they're all like new chicks. I'm just starting to talk to them. They're all on the same level. Why
Yes.
would I say 5 different things? That's 5 different things I have to remember.
yes.
You all stay at
That's
the
why
same.
I'm like Bumble and shit. You just copy paste.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because it's
Literally.
like, you have to
Yeah.
prove that you're above the like that level.
The
for me to-
mediocre.
yeah, like I'm. Why would I invest any
mundane.
time until you've proved that you're worth
Yeah.
investing the time into? And so she came in
I'd
and read
go
it, and she
through
was
all that
like,
shit.
he could see she was upset and everything, and like, but she felt bad, and he was like, oh, what's up? And she was like, oh, I looked at your phone, and he's like, oh, did you find what you're looking for? And she was like, no, and he's like, yeah, now you're pretty upset, aren't you? He's like, stay surface happy. Stay in the matrix.
I was just gonna say, like, how much more mad would you be if you didn't find anything? Like, you're gonna have an attitude
Yep.
Yeah,
because you
'Cause you
feel
look
like,
stupid.
yeah, you feel
Yeah.
stupid. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For being mistrustful.
And that's funny because a guy that doesn't find anything, he's gonna laugh.
Yeah.
You guys are still gonna show attitude. Now you're just mad.
But,
at
and vice
someone else,
versa.
like-
And vice versa. I've had people try to go through my phone. I'm like, good luck.
like I also don't see the need in that. Like someone like if my girl picked up my phone, she's like, "Yo, I want to look." Like she's like, "Let me use your phone to like Google something."
Okay.
I just hand her the phone. Whatever you look like, you want to find something, bitch. Fine, I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. I don't come off as a shameful guy, do I? Yeah, no, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. I have mad porn on my internet. You open that shit right now, you will see all the porn I'm watching, yo. Gives zero fucks.
Yeah.
Don't look through my phone if you don't want to know. My mama don't touch my shit.
It's true.
She don't touch anything.
Yeah, my latest search was how old is Emma Watson, and then the next search, the search after was trying to figure out which movie she was 18 in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bad
How old
searches.
is Emma Watson?
Now she's 29. She's
Ah.
my age.
Yeah.
Nice.
1990.
Nice.
But she's fucking herself. I
Yep,
think we
yep,
established.
self-partnered.
She's like a self-partner.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
That
You
must be
try to
awesome
change
head.
that?
That
I'm
must
gonna
be
try to
awesome
change
head.
that.
All right,
Yeah.
all right,
I'm
cool,
gonna hit.
cool,
I'm gonna
cool,
cat
cool.
call her.
Yeah, cool. Perfect. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work.
Find
That'll
her on a
work.
train and make out with her hand.
Perfect.
Hey,
perfect.
Emma, I'm you. I heard you like you. I'm you.
Yeah.
Just dress up like
just
her.
dress up like her. I'm you.
Tyler's like, he's like, talk
a
about
young Hermione Granger.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a spelly arm ass.
When Guardian Leviosa, damn.
Bad.
Man, dad jokes.
Yeah, those were bad.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm a 1 for 10 guy. Okay, but my 1 is solid.
Come on, guy.
I'm waiting for
bro. You ain't gonna read us in again?
Jealousy is a
I want
motherfucker.
to do it.
Do it. Take it.
Jealousy is a MF. NY Shotty goes bonkers on her man after catching him speaking to another female inside Carnival Cruise.
Bro, so you're locked on a boat and you gonna fuck up?
Fuck.
You can't run.
You know what you can do to a woman on a boat?
I hope
You
a
can
bitch
throw her
can
over.
swim.
Yeah, I also hope a bitch can swim.
She beating his ass. He a real nigga though.
That was me. I'm filming.
Oh,
Oh shit.
oh,
Did he hit her?
oh, he duffed this up crazy. Like, look at me. Of course he's gonna fight. Where he gonna run to? You see this?
Hey,
He's
you a
so
real
built
nigga
so
though. You ain't hitting her back
Yeah,
though.
misproportioned.
She's way harder than he is.
I like the camera guy went, you're a real motherfucker. You ain't hitting her back.
He already hit her.
No, he pushed her.
Hey, nah,
I don't like this
I heard
at all.
It looked like he got her in the shoulder. It looked like he pushed her like
You
there.
heard me? Cause if anything,
He's just restraining. He's just restraining.
Oh, yo,
Birthday, bro?
Oh, they're gonna fuck.
You ain't hit her back.
What are you doing?
Hey, shorty, chill
Oh,
out.
women need to stop
Chill
doing
out.
that.
On my
Hey,
birthday,
hey, shorty, chill out though.
Like, what are you
Chill out.
doing?
This is what you want to do. Hey, shorty,
It's
you
not
want to
even
do?
serious. It's not even serious.
Hey, shorty, you want to do?
Fuck out of here.
Hey, what you want to do? Get up. Go ahead, get up. Go ahead.
Somebody needs to sit on her so she's
Go
on the
ahead.
floor.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
Coming, bro.
where you going, bro?
Yo,
Because you
one
ain't
thing I
hitting
can't
back.
stand
You a
about
real
brothers is
nigga,
that
bro.
they
Go
always
ahead.
look cool. He didn't have to
Go
look cool. He should have been running for that elevator. You didn't have to look cool.
Stop, bro. Stop.
I don't know. I think it's
Alright,
an
pause
old
it.
African
Yeah.
dialect.
All right, can we figure out the ratio? How many times does a woman have to hit you before you're allowed to hit her back?
One.
Once.
Once?
I'm kidding. I'm
Once.
kidding.
Legion-
I'm kidding.
No.
I
I agree.
Mine was a joke. Mine was a joke.
Mine's not a
If-
joke.
if
Mine's
we're-
not a
if
joke.
we're-
I'm not a punching bag.
If we're
I'm not a
I've
equal,
punching
never
bag.
hit a
if we're
man or a
truly
woman.
equal, it
I'm
should
not
be
a punching
one.
bag. It's one.
But
We are not
now,
truly equal.
Legion of Skanks deduced it's 12-1. I think especially like this is the thing. At a certain
Zero.
point, like
No. You want to know why it's one?
it should be one.
If
No,
a
no,
person
it
like
should be
if a
one.
woman like Ani, which most women to me are, you know what I'm saying, looks at me, at my size, and is like, that motherfucker should not be hitting me, and then swings on me. You think you what? That equation does not. If I can't swing on you, you should not be swinging on me. Like, would you ever walk out into the wilderness and be like, yo, Mr. Lion, let's go, motherfucker? Punch a lion?
Yes.
No, that shit will eat you
I'd
alive.
fuck up a lion, dude. They
Bro,
can't
yeah,
fuck
and then
me.
you lose your testicles, your arms, your legs.
Lions notoriously
Eyeballs.
go to eat testicle first.
Yeah.
First, soft spots.
That's the one.
Soft
I like
spots.
The giblets.
You would never do that in the wilderness. Why would you do that on the streets?
No. I mean,
You
you're not wrong.
Not in the streets.
It's a social.
Behind closed doors.
It's sad.
It's because of like some social construct or something that we like. Again, I always reference Patrice. I remember he told a story one time where he was at a GameStop and he was like talking with the guy behind the counter, and some like lady was behind him and she was being all like, "Ugh, all this chit chat and all this whatnot," and he was like, "And no one there to stop me from punching her in her fucking mouth, except for a social contract that I don't punch you in your fucking mouth for being a cunt."
I was
to me.
listening to Patrice O'Neal as well, and he's like, yo, literally, the only reason female police officers can arrest a guy of my size or his size
because you let him.
is because we let you. What, you're going to do some kung fu that's going to allow you to take my large ass down?
What
No,
if they
I
did?
literally- That
Well
would be
deserved.
impressive.
That
That would
is
be
sick,
very
yeah.
impressive. But the most human beings of like normal most human beings of normal female size is not taking a person of me to jail. You're not taking me anywhere. You're not taking me
I just
anywhere.
feel like we just shouldn't be hitting people.
Yeah,
for
At all.
In general.
No,
Peace
true.
and love, baby.
But
Yeah.
like if we have to understand all these things, you understand what I'm saying? If we have to understand this, how dare so many women act this way?
What pushed her to that point is my
Does it
first
matter?
question.
Well,
If he ever reacted.
from the clip, she saw him hitting on another chick, and so
Okay.
she's choosing to, in theory, yell. And again, we can only go from when the video starts taping, but from what we know,
So at what point
she saw him with
at
another
what point
chick?
is it
and
okay
then
for a guy to hit a female?
I don't think anyone should be hitting anyone.
Okay, so that
Preach.
question is invalid.
Preach.
There's never a point. There is never a point.
There's never a point.
Exactly. So that's an invalid
Yeah,
question
so
to ask.
the pre doesn't matter at all. It's like so then there's
I'm
nothing.
just
E-
curious. for
even
the
if they
context.
said the most horrifying shit to you, it's still technically you're not allowed to put your hands on.
Yeah.
them.
I've been hit by people. I don't hit back though.
That would never be me.
Men and women.
Down there.
A
You
lot of women.
You are a bigger person
Yeah.
than I am, sir.
Yeah, I don't think there's a point in it.
Oh, if you
So,
put-
someone's
if you
coming to
put-
get you. I have sisters. Someone's coming to get you. I ain't just letting it go. I'm not a punching bag. I
Yeah.
am not a punching. People think because I'm 6'5",
Oh, if
I
you-
should be hit
bro,
all the time. I'm
bro,
not a
if you
punching
put hands
bag.
on me, like I'm doing shit, like I'll bite you. I don't give a shit. Like I will
will
make
lose a
you
testicle today.
I will make you
Today.
regret ever doing anything with me.
Scrappy.
Don't.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad.
I can't be anything but
I'll go Mike
scrappy.
Tyson.
I don't have a choice.
What do you mean by
Like-
scrap? Like
Like I'm small, so if I'm gonna hit,
you're clawing?
like I have to like go for what I can.
And I'm large.
Right.
I don't give a fuck about rules. You probably lose an arm.
yeah. That's
All
why
right,
I started boxing.
Let's do the. Let's go to the last
I
clip.
need to learn.
Let's see this ended racism. See, I'm Mexican. I can say
Finally.
what's up.
My
big
Do we
word.
have a racism finally over drop?
We need one. That one I really
My
want.
God.
Damn. I came on the show to end racism. I didn't know
Hey, brother. I love you, brother. I appreciate it, bro.
So all you niggas, and browns, niggas,
The look. The look.
whites and browns, niggas, tacuaches. See, I'm Mexican. I can say what's up, nigga.
fucking Gabriel Iglesias.
¿Qué pasa, güey?
¿Qué pasa? Hey, you saw that? Hey, you saw it?
It reminds me of my dad.
Yo, that's the funny thing. Brothers will really do that. They're
That's
they're really not gonna hit you unless you're white. They don't care.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
That is so sick.
I love he
That
fucked
was
with it for a second. Too. He's like, "¿Qué
Yeah.
pasa?"
Damn.
yo.
That was
love that
beautiful.
shit.
That like brought a
That
tear to
makes
my
me
eye.
happy.
Yeah.
Like that,
That
more
really did
shit
end
like that needs to be on
racism.
the
That really
news.
did end racism.
Honestly.
I think what we learned less
Guys, the-
fighting.
the
more
N-word
just
brings
saying
us
the
together.
N-word. Yeah.
White people don't listen to that one.
Less fighting, more consensual fucking.
¿Qué pasa, güey?
Yeah. Yo, that's definitely what we end on right there.
Yes.
That's a beautiful shit
Oh
right
my
there.
God, just unity.
Yo, on
I
Kingz, it's
love
all
that.
love, baby.
It's all love.
That
Fuck
made
yeah.
me happy.
Yo,
That
play
was
us out, bro.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Holy shit, that was tremendous.
Yeah, I aim to please.
Hell yeah, guys!
Yo.
Thanks for watching the Kingz Podcast, coming at you every Sunday and Thursday.
Wednesdays now?
Wednesdays now?
Yeah,
maybe?
Wednesdays.
Yeah, Wednesdays going forward. Okay, Wednesdays,
And Tuesdays.
Sundays, and Wednesdays.
I've been your boy, Karizmatik.
Irish O'Neal.
Honey Moush.
Charismatic. With a C.
White Cosby.
Don Panzini producer. Thanks for watching Kingz.
Thank
Cheers.
y'all. Diamond.
Welcome to the gangbang dungeon. Shit ain't safe. If your chain hang, the jailers gon' snatch it. Even the warden stay straight thuggin'. White boys bloodin'. Black CIA agents corrupted. Flying cocaine planes hustling. Banks stay smuggling funds from the public for the turf war against A-Raps with AKs bustin'. Oil fields flooded. Block boys searching for ways out. Rapping the kid day name buzzin'. Confederate flag rhetoric terrorizes minds of an awkward white young and KKK loves it. Shit is disgusting. Are you sure this the place you won't be locked up in? When your heart's pumping fast from combat with the roughest, you sure you can keep your brain from crumbling? Keep it structured. Killers is cold, man. You probably got a bitch for soul, you fuck nigga. You way too humane for this place. Even the Vatican got a bank full of francs for his ways. The Pope's just another G hogging his block. So would you put your money to? Let me come to your spot. Let me see what's all up in your socks. Asshole, let me tap your pockets. How much money you got? Man, you can't even afford the price of fame. Niggas, your time.